Welcome in, boys. We are live. Thursday night football action back in your life. And I got the boys with me. Spread's with me now. Tyler's going to join us. Max will probably join us. Twatty, JJ will be here for the second half. And away we go. What's going on, Spread Astaire?
Not much. Looking forward to a night of Thursday night football and, of course, some NBA playoffs. Let's see if the Nuggets can even up the series or if the Lakers will take a commanding lead like Miami did last night.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking for a couple minutes before we started the show. You're more excited about the NBA game, obviously, than the Battle of Florida tonight in the NFL, huh?
Yeah, the Thursday night football has been a lot of fun. I don't think this is necessarily the best matchup, especially because we don't have two on the field yet. But, we'll see some Minshew and some Fitzmagic, and hopefully they put up some points and give us an exciting show tonight.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I'm excited to see what goes down. How about Tyler Hero last night, Fred?
Yeah, I mean, what a performance from a rookie. And, he was definitely the reason they won that game. I can't say enough about him. I mean, how excited are they to have him on a rookie contract for the next 3 years?
I heard somebody on a network today, and I, no joke, heard this come out of their mouth. Tyler Hero's the best player in the bubble.
I mean, okay.
I'm not going to say what network it was on.
Yeah.
I may or may not have been on that network earlier in the morning, but
okay.
But
he's the best rookie in the bubble. We'll give him that. How's that?
Yeah, he looked really good last night, though. And the person who said it was like, yeah, I guess you could say LeBron James too. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, so one thing I'm interested in tonight is the Lakers filed a complaint because LeBron didn't get enough foul calls in the last game. So we'll see if they overcorrect that tonight.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah.
Wow. He's such a bitch, bro.
I know. It's just he's so hard to root for.
I guess, like you say, they all bitch and complain, but man, he is such a bitch. But so we got Thursday night football tonight. So far, the Rump Your Bets crew's been pretty good this year in the NFL. I think I'm 15-5 so far, 5-0 last weekend. Twatty, I think, hit a couple plays. Tyler's been on fire with the props. Tyler's got a good prop on the sheet tonight. JJ's got a pick on the side tonight, which I agree with, which I talked a little bit about on Sports Grid this morning. But, we'll see what we could do live, bet a couple plays. There's not a lot to be excited about, man. I mean, yeah, I guess this Jacksonville offense is playing better than people thought that they would. And I did have them number 32 in my power ratings right before the season started, 7.5 points worse than an average team on a neutral field. Right now, I think I have them like 26th, and I have Miami in 25th, like one spot above them, both basically 4.5 points worse than an average team on a neutral field. So, I mean, what's your take? Is everybody going a little crazy on Jacksonville right now?
Yeah, I think there has been a little bit of overcorrection from 2 weeks ago when we had pretty much penciled them in to have Trevor Lawrence because of how bad the team they fielded looked. But obviously they did great and Minshew's slinging it, but we'll see. I'm not necessarily sold yet.
Yeah, I'm really not either. Now, they played pretty good. I mean, they were -2 in turnovers last week against the Tennessee Titans, and they lost that game by a field goal against a team in Tennessee, which a lot of people think are going back to the playoffs this year. So
I do. I think they are. I like Tennessee's team.
Yeah. So, I mean, I do think Jacksonville has surprised us a little bit. I don't know what to think about Minshew. One game he throws 20 passes. The next game he throws 45. I'm not really sure what that offense is really about so far. And on the other side, I don't know. Miami's Miami. Fitzpatrick's holding the seat until Tua takes it. We know the book on Ryan Fitzpatrick. He'll throw you into a game with 4 touchdowns, or he'll throw you out of a game with 4 interceptions. There's nothing new there.
Right.
What do you think about Miami's defense so far?
I was kind of hoping for more, but I think what happened was last year we had such low expectations for them, and then they kind of exceeded our baseline low expectations. So we expected them to take the next jump, but I haven't seen it yet. Flores is a defensive guy, so maybe they can get this going, and I think this might be the offense to do it against tonight. DJ Shark is out. Did you see that? That might help them out a little bit.
Yeah, I did see that actually.
So that could make it a little easier on the corners because I think that's a area of concern for Miami is that secondary.
Yeah, I mean, they are right now ranked the worst defense by the analytics according to Football Outsiders, and I think also Pro Football Focus right now. So, the analytics doesn't like this defense at all.
No, not at all. But remember, 2 games we can have real quick samples. So see if they can get it back on track tonight. But I know that a popular play for this evening was the over. So obviously a lot of bettors do not think either of these defenses will get back on track tonight. Did you have – I know that, we don't have any official plays, but do you have a lean on the total tonight?
Here's my thought on that total. Could we – I can't trust the Miami Dolphins and the Jacksonville Jaguars to get up over 50. I know that, bad defenses, even bad teams usually score against bad defenses in the NFL, but I'm not going to trust either of these teams to put up 50 tonight. I don't think I could do it. One look that I thought was a little interested, and it's probably correlated with if you like Miami tonight, was the team total over 22. I mean, against Jacksonville's defense, would it shock me to see Fitzpatrick get up and over 22 points against the 27th worst defense in the league? Not really. What do you think about that?
Yeah, no, I kind of like that look. And as the bettors have moved the overall total up, the team total stayed the same. So if you're jumping in late, that might actually be more value.
Welcome into the boys in the chat. Brandon Parker, Chris Brown, Ronnie Lofton, Deerslayer, Sumner, Norm, Gerardo, Andrew, Air Watto, Prince of the City. What's going on, boys? Drex, Corey, Diego, Jersey Jinx, and the rest. Welcome in. I'm just not excited about this fucking game at all.
Yeah, I know. But maybe we'll be able to find some live spots here.
Monday night show is going to be fun, though.
Yeah, that should be a great game. So,
what were some of your looks for this weekend that you were liking?
I'm with everybody where I like Tennessee over the Vikings, who are just a mash unit right now. I don't know. I probably like the Patriots. They're only laying 5.5, so the Raiders took a point's worth of money since we logged off on the other evening. That's interesting here. I like the Bills over the Rams. Texans Steelers. I don't know what to do. I know you said you lean the Steelers there.
I'm just really high on them as long as he stays healthy.
Yeah. +4. It's tempting, but I probably won't bet that game. I lean Washington, but I don't really need to get involved in a Washington-Cleveland game. Bengals have taken money here against the Eagles. Are you surprised by that?
Well, I mean, I thought that they should. I thought the line was wrong because the Philadelphia Eagles look really, really bad right now.
Right.
Really bad. I don't know what to make of how bad Carson Wentz has looked through 2 weeks. And I like Joe Burrow. I mean, from what we've seen of him so far, the kid went 37 for like 60 got up over 300 yards last week. I think he had 3 touchdowns, no picks. He was composed in that first nationally televised game against the Browns. Yeah, I think that if you got 6 earlier in the week or 5.5, or even 6.5, I thought that was the right play for sure. But now it's 4.5. Would I take him at 4.5? Probably not. What's going on, Twatty?
Yo, what up, boys?
Hey, what's up, Twatty?
How are you, brother?
Good. What's going on?
Same shit, different day. You know how we do.
I hear you.
What do you think about tonight's game, Twatty?
Well, I mean, as terrible of a game as it is, if you're a bet man, you're still happy there's a game tonight, right?
True.
Like, hey, I like some of the angles, even though it's going to be a shit game. If I can make some money on it, it's all good.
Do you what do you think about the Jacksonville Jaguars through 2 weeks?
I'm hesitant to say their offense is smoke and mirrors. I mean, I think Gardner's a pretty good quarterback. I think he's above average quarterback. I think he prolongs plays with his legs, which is nice. Gives his receivers time to free up. Third down, he can run, get you the first down. I mean, I think he's a good player. I like their wideouts. I know Chark's out tonight, but Chenault's been good. So offensively, I think they can maintain kind of what they've done. Defensively, obviously, they're going to struggle. So
you don't think that they're the sixth best offense in football?
No, not at all. No, not at all. So You're right. I probably shouldn't use the word maintain there because they're not going to maintain 6. Matter of fact, I don't even know if they'll maintain like 15, which would be like middle of the pack. But I could see them being, somewhere between 15 and 20. So not complete smoke and mirrors, but definitely they'll regress a little bit. Yeah.
What's going on, T?
What's up, fellas?
White Claws are out.
The White Claws are out, huh?
Yep.
Twatty, I'm really disappointed in you.
How many of those could you put down?
Let us not even have this conversation.
Yeah, we already started that. It didn't turn out well.
Actually, I've been drinking like 6 at a time, 6 or 8 at a time. But the great thing about it is that when you wake up, you don't have a hangover, which is like 90% of it.
But I got to tell you, I miss the frosty Cavassier and the half gallon of Kamchatka.
It'll come back. It's a matter of fact, I still have it stored away.
Are you having is there liver issues you haven't told the team about? I mean, what are we doing with the White Claws?
He's on his 3rd liver.
I already have 2 transplants deep.
I gave him mine last year.
Tyler, I said on a radio station today that you were the props whisperer, basically. So, what do you think?
Nice.
I mean, we know where I stand on the one that's on the spreadsheet.
That I do know, but what else do you think might be worth a look tonight?
I think if you have DraftKings, Miles Jack over 7.5 tackles at plus money is a good spot. They're going to be targeting that tight end for Miami a lot, and when they run the ball, it should be up the gut towards Miles Jack. So, I mean, he should be all over this defense or this offense. I definitely think he can get 8 tackles. He had 12 in the first 2 weeks apiece.
Were there any rushing yard props that you like? Like they're hanging 73.5 on James Robinson. They're hanging 37.5 on Myles Gaskin. I'm not sure what they're hanging on Breida, even though you don't know who they're going to go to really because
you didn't name the one guy I was looking for.
Who?
FanDuel's hanging a Chris Thompson rushing prop, the running back that never runs the ball and only comes in on 3rd downs and catches passes.
Okay.
His under is 10.5 at plus money or at even money. I think that's a good spot. He's rushed the ball 2 times for 7 yards this year.
In 2 games?
Yes. He doesn't run the ball. He's only in on 3rd downs.
But you're saying you like his running prop?
I like his under rushing yards prop.
Oh, okay. Yeah, nice. Okay. That makes sense.
And then, I mean, the wide receiver props, if you didn't get in on them early for Jacksonville, they all flew away once the Chark news came out. Yeah. Chenault was at 33.5 this morning. He's now up to like 45. Cole was 47.5. He's now up to like 55.
Well, who's their number 1 option, you think?
Cole. Keelan Cole.
Okay, that makes sense. Looking at the spreadsheet now. Yeah, Chris Thompson at 10.5 rushing yards under at even money. You want to put it on the sheet?
Yeah, well, Put it on the bottom of the ticker. I don't want to add.
Well,
too
no,
many
that's.
plays
I'm
on
sorry.
this
Yeah.
sheet.
No, I meant the live show. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, we can do that. We can throw that one up there.
All right.
Boys, I really like the over. I mean, I've been studying this game for 2 straight days, and I like the over.
Do you want me to put it at the bottom?
Unless one of you guys are opposed to the over.
I think that's the right side.
We were talking about the total earlier, right? Spread and the only thing I said was, I understand that bad teams score on bad defenses also. Like, it's not just good teams that score on bad defenses. It's just, I don't know. It doesn't feel good, like trusting Jacksonville, Miami to get up over 50. I thought that maybe like the Miami team total at around 22, maybe that was a look like over 22. But I mean, I'm not against putting it down there if you want me to put it down there.
Well, this is what happened. So I started looking at the total today, and I guess it's been going up. So what I did is I went back and I looked at Fitzmagic over, I think it was about the last 3 years. It was 30 games. And 22 of the 30 have gone over the set total. So
what do you mean, the opener?
No, the total that's tonight, the 49 or 48, whatever it was.
Oh, okay.
22 of his 30 last starts have gone over that. And if he didn't play the way he plays, I would probably shoo that away. Even though that's over 70%, you need to acknowledge that either way. But knowing the way he plays, that makes even more sense. You know what I mean? Because sometimes he's your best player, sometimes he's the other team's best player too.
True.
So you know what I mean? So that all correlates together in my mind. Plus, you can't ignore 22 of 30. That's over 70%, right? So I like that. I mean, the guy is a gunslinger. He fumbles constantly. You know what I mean? So that's a play I like. The bad news is we missed the number. I think it was like, at one point maybe like 45 or 46. But I like it all. I like it all the way up to 49. So
it's 49 and a half right now at FanDuel.
Yeah, that's tough.
The first time I saw it, I thought it was like 47 and a half.
So nowhere else has 49 right now?
Let me check.
Bookmaker's got 49 and a half.
DraftKings is hanging a flat 49.
I got a 49 at Bet Online too.
Well,
yeah, I would say, I mean, the logic, you can't, I don't know. I can't look at an under here with these two teams. Unless you guys are opposed to it.
I think Fitz goes off tonight. Jacksonville doesn't blitz much. He's going to be standing back there just waiting for somebody to get open.
I kind of like Miami's team total over. All right, Twatty, so I'll put that down there for you, over 49. What do you think about the Miami team total, Tyler?
I think that's a nice spot. I think it basically rides on the shoulders of Fitzpatrick, though, because if he starts to implode, then I don't think they get there. But if he's playing how I think he's going to play tonight, I think they score 28.
I don't even know if last time I saw the team total was 22. Is it still 22?
Let me see what I got.
Wow, it's at 23 and a half at FanDuel.
Yeah, that's what Bet Online has too.
Man, I missed that number. Wow, everybody likes the over tonight, huh? Holy shit.
Good. I love it. I'm not out on an island. Nice.
Well, I mean, like the line, the total, bro, the total opened at 44.
And it just kept going up.
5.5 points. I mean, is fucking Montana on the field tonight?
Minshew is.
Oh, wow. Even both these team totals moved like 2 points. Yeah, I'm not betting I'm not going over 23 and a half. I missed the number. All All right. What about like the half unit that we throw on like first touchdown of the game from each team? What are you guys thinking?
I mean, all the big names are probably taken, right? Not taken, but Gesicki's obviously a favorite, so I don't know how much value is going to be there.
Well, he's
Um,
nine. He's 9-1.
I see 10-1 for him to score the first touchdown.
He's 10-1. And then who you want to take him?
I mean, I'll scoop him up. Hell yeah! I mean, if someone else wants to play, they could have it. But if not, I'll take them definitely.
Who would you take on the other team?
It's got to be Chenault or it's got to be Cole.
Yeah, I would say one of those guys just for value, definitely.
Well,
I'll take with Gesicki.
My thing about Gesicki, Twatty, is just the one other spot I would look on the Dolphin side. Devontae Parker's 12-1.
Right. Both of those guys should be good red zone goal line guys. They're both huge, 6'6".
Yep.
Guys. So, I mean, you're right. Either one of them play well at the goal line.
If they get to the 1 yard line, we're both screwed because Jordan Howard's coming in the game.
Yeah, Jordan Howard is he's been the goal line back everywhere he's been.
Yeah,
He sniped every single one of our fantasy running backs for years.
1 yard line. Get over there, Jordan Howard.
All right, so we're gonna take Gesicki then, Twatty, and then Cole or Chenault. You want Tyler?
We'll roll with Chenault at 12-1.
All right. Otter says points are high this year. Yeah, teams are averaging 2.5 more points per game through the first 2 weeks.
Nice stat. Very nice.
Thanks, bro. Yeah. I'm not just a pretty face.
Yeah.
Jay, how are you factoring in home field advantage right now?
Well, in this game, it's tough because there's no travel at all. But I'm doing a flat 1.5 right now.
Yeah, because I was trying to figure that one out. Because I think really until weather starts to play effect, I don't think there's a home field advantage with no fans. What's the big difference there? You're not getting drowned out by the opposing crowd.
Right. It would just be travel. Through all the COVID bullshit, not sleeping in your own bed. That's it though. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're right. And that's why I think we're seeing totals going over at 2.5 points more this year than the first 2 weeks last year. You're not dealing with anything. It's 70 decibels of crowd noise is like nothing. What was the best number that you guys were able to get on Chenault first touchdown?
I see 12-1 on DraftKings. Let me check some other places.
And what was Gesicki was 10-1, you said?
I see 10-1 on DraftKings. I can get Chenault 17-1 on Fox.
Jesus. Some value there.
And Gesicki 14-1.
Yeah, we'll take that.
What's his name? Brian Smith is asking about Eifert, which brings me to this. Eifert's been getting a shit ton of targets. He may not be a bad look for first touchdown. I was surprised.
Isn't he splitting time with the other tight end, O'Shaughnessy?
Every time I looked last week and the week before, they were targeting that guy. And I thought he was dead. He's had so many concussions. But 2.5 pass receptions, Brian. I mean, that doesn't sound bad.
Did you see Notre Dame canceled the game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've already rescheduled, I think. To December 12th, maybe.
Do you see Pac-12 is going to play football?
7 games?
Yeah.
I see him down there, Varun.
I mean, 7 games. I mean, why even turn the lights on in the fucking stadium for 7 games?
Because they want their teams to be bowl eligible.
Yeah, can someone explain to me how we're having a national championship? What if one team plays 7 games and one team plays 12?
If that committee's ever gotten chewed out the most, it's going to be this year because they're going to fuck something up and everyone's going to have a spaz attack.
What if Alabama goes whatever their record is, 8-9-0? How could they go to the national championship over someone that's 12-0?
Does the chat not see the plays at the bottom of the screen?
Maybe I missed. Maybe I'm not understanding how they're going to do that.
You guys should see the plays at the bottom of the screen.
I see him.
Spread.
Yeah,
You ended up getting all your money out of 5 dimes, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you got it.
Mhm.
I see a lot of people complaining they aren't getting it.
Yeah, no, I was worried too.
Weeks ago, though, weren't you?
Yeah, I think they sent out the announcement, and I think I bet the games that night because I already had stuff pending, and then I just pulled it out the very next day just because I figured it was going to take a while to begin with, and I didn't want to get close to the deadline.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna bet anything in this game, other than what I bet. I bet one play on the sheet, and then I'll try to bet something live. I really don't like this game at all.
just sit back and enjoy the action of the Jaguars and Dolphins.
Right. Some I want to see a football clinic tonight.
They are voting to disregard the number of wins required for bowl games.
Tyler, what do you think of the NBA tonight?
Should be a Lakers game, but I mean, Denver just seems like the one team I just can't put my finger on and figure out what they're going to do. We'll probably just stay away from it.
What do you think of LeBron appealing to the league that he's not getting fouled enough?
I mean, it's LeBron. Do we expect anything different?
I mean, isn't it just ridiculous? I don't. It's so hard to be a fan of the guy. He gets so much talent, and just everything he does just makes it harder and harder to root for him, right?
Are there any NBA player props, T, that you want to put on the bottom of the screen for tonight?
There's one. I'm trying to see if I can. It was minus 110 earlier, but now it's like minus 140. I'm trying to see if I can find a good number on it.
I know that you guys spread as a play on the side. What do you guys think about the total?
Under.
You agree?
Yeah, I mean, I like the under here too. I think it's really what side you on. I think if the Lakers win, it's more likely to be an under. If the Nuggets win, it's more likely to be an over.
If I had a lean, Brian, it would be the Miami Dolphins team total over for the game. I just, you're losing like a 1 point of value, which sucks. And that's why I'm not betting it. But it wouldn't shock me to see them get it up and over 23.5. And Twatty's on the over, so I mean, they better get over 23.5. You would think.
All right, I got one, Jay.
What do you got?
Alex Caruso over 5.5 points.
Is that the white guy from the YMCA with the
With the headband from Texas A&M?
YMCA. Billy Hoyle.
Twatty, like if you walk into any YMCA in this country, right?
Yeah,
Like
you
you
don't see that balding guy with the headband on playing on the basketball court.
Yep.
All right, say that one more time. Caruso, what?
Over 5.5 points.
Caruso, and what was the price?
Minus 104.
Yeah, overtime. You're right about that. But according to a lot of people in the chat, there's so many conspiracies that they would never let that happen.
Man,
What do you mean?
They can't let Denver win. They could build storylines with either way they go with the Lakers. It could be the Lakers versus Boston, the old school matchup. Or they could be the Lakers versus Miami, LeBron's old team. You know they love their storylines.
Let me ask you a question. Based on the play in the bubble, right? Does the Miami Heat not look like the best team in the league right now?
I mean,
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Okay, so they're plus 350 to win the chip right now, right? The Lakers are minus 300. I mean, like, how are we not on? Tyler, I know you bet it earlier, but like even right now, how are we not on the Miami Heat to win it all at plus 350?
Yeah, and we just hope they go up at any point of the series, and then you just buy off it, right?
Yeah,
If they go up 1-0, you'll probably be able to get at least plus 150 on the Lakers.
Yep. My worry is the Lakers. Like the Lakers shooters have been making shots in these last couple of series, If Miami stops the role players and forces us to be like, all right, you two guys have to beat us, I think Miami runs away with it.
Isn't Miami's starting 5 way better?
Well, here's the thing, Tyler. I don't think Miami can run away. I mean, LeBron and AD are too good to ever like 3-1 or 4-0'd. I mean, maybe 4-2. You know what I mean? Those guys are too good to ever, get washed like that.
I don't think they'll get like swept or 4-1. But if if like Duncan Robinson, Hero, Crowder, and all these guys are shooting threes, they're all making them. And nobody on the Lakers can do anything right except for those two.
After AD and LeBron, right?
I'm taking every player on Miami.
Next 5 players would be the starting 5 of Miami, no?
And the 2 guys coming off the bench.
Yeah.
No, because come on, Tyler, because you have Kuzma there.
I'm taking Tyler Hero over Kuzma.
You're taking the next 7 guys on Miami before Kyle Kuzma?
Gordon Dragic.
Quaddy, you're not taking Tyler Hero over Kuzma?
Kuzma shoots like 4 for 15.
I don't know,
like,
maybe.
I can't.
But I'm not taking Jay Crowder over Kuzma or
I would. Defensive wise, better 3-point shooter. I'm taking Crowder.
Now, how far does this line drop on Miami once they win the Celtics series, you think?
Not much. You'll probably get them at like plus 300 to beat it. It'll be similar to how the line was for the Raptors last year when they played the Warriors.
I mean, they're 13-2 in the bubble, bro. I mean, they look really good.
They play like the best team ball I've seen in a while.
I'm putting a nickel on them right now to win it all.
And I love Miami. I'm with you. I think they'll go ahead and take care of business and give the Lakers everything they want. Definitely. Matter of fact, if I had to bet, I'd probably take Miami to beat LA. It'd be close, but I would probably lean that way. I think Miami's awesome. They play like a team as well, and they got talent.
Coco Bongo says Caruso gives me hope I could still make the NBA. I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, there's somebody from Run Pure Bets, like either JJ or Tyler, could probably beat Caruso in a 1-on-1.
Caruso would be whitewashed 10-0
I was saying JJ better get under the hoop because he's jumping over my little ass.
It's 6-0 as a skunk in one-on-one.
I think I might be able to beat Caruso in a game of horse.
There's absolutely no chance.
Jay's just going to dunk the ball.
Or like around the world. Like maybe I could take him like around the world.
No chance.
Yeah. I mean, everybody doubts my. Do
you know how good he is? You go back and watch his college tape. How good he is.
I don't understand why everybody doubts my athletic ability. I can't beat up the librarian. I can't beat the guy from the YMCA and fucking all around the world. I mean, put some respect on my name. Exactly. Oh no, fuck Caruso. Corey, settle down.
He's the new White Mamba.
Well, listen, I hope he gets 6 tonight. I hope he's good for 6 tonight. Yeah, I'm taking the Heat plus 350. If they lose, they lose.
What's up, Yalla? How you feeling, bud? What's up, Ken, Andrew, Big King, John? What's up, boys? Norm?
What do you think the odds are that Boston wins 3 straight against them?
Not
bad,
happening.
right?
It's not happening.
Plus 1,200.
There you go.
What does that correlate to? About 7%?
I think they get the next one, and I think it's over in 6. You'll get a monster game out of Tatum this next game, and then that'll be it.
Hey, you texted me last night, and you were dead on, man. Didn't he look lazy out there?
That first half, he looked like he wanted nothing to do with that basketball game. And it looks like they went to the locker room and they were like, dude, you got to like fucking wake up. And then he woke up in the second half.
What was that? It was weird. It was like, do you remember that one time they got on Kobe and he passed?
Yeah.
They said he was a ball hog and he passed. He went to take a shot.
It was
It's
almost
like
like
the
that.
closest thing I've ever seen. I mean, it was because he's actually shot 4 threes, and he was 0 for 6 in that first half. But he just wasn't moving around trying to get the ball. Even the threes were almost like forced up.
It was
And I
like
was
the
actually
step back
surprised he
pull-ups.
got so many rebounds for how lazy he was playing. Then he comes out in the second half and is back to normal. I mean, it's just so weird. I mean, I guess he's only 22. So I don't know, but I was really surprised because he has had a couple issues with that before, effort-wise.
And his live points prop in that game got down to like 17 or 18, I think.
And then he exploded in the second half for 28.
Yeah.
Hero was like plus 4,000 to be the top scorer last night. Wish we'd have got on that.
What do you think about Robinson rush yards over 72.5, Tyler?
I think he could get there. I seen 66.5 earlier today, so there's no way I could bet a 72.5. But then if Miami gets out to a lead, then we're looking more towards a Jacksonville throwing the ball more. So
Yeah, I mean, that's completely correlated, right? If you like Jacksonville, you take the over there.
yeah, that's
If
pretty
you
much
don't-
what you're looking at.
Yeah, so.
Drek said his points at halftime were 13.5. Wow.
Well, it would have been the same because he had 0 going into the half, Drex. So, yeah, I mean. Overtime.
I think,
Celtics win the next game. He says Hero won't score 40, and Smart won't go 1 from 10 from 3. First one,
he's
I agree
probably
with.
right. Hero
Second
won't
one,
go for
I don't
40.
know.
But one of those other Miami guys usually goes off.
Yeah. I just love the way that Butler controls the tempo of the game towards the end of the game for Miami.
Yeah, he just kind of like, he's like, give me the ball.
Yeah,
Get
it's
everybody
almost
involved.
like this is a throwback here, but like Isaiah Thomas, where it's like you completely control the game without putting the ball through the hoop. But you're controlling the tempo. You're dictating who's getting the ball, which matchups you want to exploit, getting to the rim, finding your teammates. I mean, I've really been so impressed with Jimmy Butler. I think out of everyone, his stock has risen the most in this bubble.
I'd honestly love to see him win a championship.
Yeah, I know. Wouldn't that be fun?
That'd be the ultimate slap in the face to Minnesota and Philly. It's like, you guys called this guy toxic. He shows up in a franchise that loves him. He gets his guys riled up, and then all of a sudden they go and win a championship.
Gesicki over 3.5 receptions. I mean, based on like the first couple games, that doesn't look terrible.
I mean, to me,
that actually got juiced to 4.5. If you can still find 3.5, I would grab it.
Yeah, it's at like 160 though. To me, that's such a no-brainer. But if we all know that sitting on our couch, you got to think that Jacksonville knows that. But 3.5, that guy's a nightmare. You got your outside linebacker checking him sometimes. Yeah, to me, it's a no-brainer. But it's like minus 160. So you got to wait, like Spread said. I mean, if you get it one over that at maybe plus money, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Big King BJ says at some point Celtics should play Taco Fall. They're getting nothing from their centers. How do you feel about that, Spread?
I mean, no.
I think we know how that would go.
I really don't think Tice has played that bad.
Tice has played solid for what he's had to do.
Yeah, his plus minus has been fantastic. I can't remember what game it was on, but one game I was on the Celtics and Tice fouled out, and I'm just throwing stuff around, and Shiraz's like, the game's not over yet, and I'm like, yes, it is. Like, without Tice, they're done. And it's weird to say that, but it's just because they don't have anyone to replace him, Although Robert Williams,
yeah, like they can't put Cantor in.
Cantor's unplayable at this point.
Yeah,
Robert Williams has done pretty well.
Yeah, Robert Williams has definitely played solid. He's definitely your second string big man at this point.
Prince of the City says Butler was the best player on that Philly team. I said it when he was here, and I was told I was crazy. He's a winner, not a crybaby like Embiid. Well, somebody is not liking the star of the Hulu commercials, and his name is Prince.
I think Butler is. I love Jimmy Butler.
Yeah,
I would take him on my team any day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I gave out Royals first 5 minus a half. First, Royals up 3-0 with no outs in the game.
Nice.
So
what inning we?
Discord is probably happy with that. Fulmer's so bad.
Hey,
Any
you
other
know
game?
another play I
go
can't
ahead.
believe?
Yeah.
You know another play I can't believe Boston and Brad Stevens has and like put an end to with Miami? Why is no one stopping the backdoor alley-oop pass off the screen? Like Bam literally like takes like 3 steps in slow motion, and then they throw the alley-oop, like, and no one's there to even contest it every time. And
I think it's because if it's not Tice, like
alley-oop.
none of them are really protecting the rim. So all they do is just get the switch. Then he fakes like he's doing a screen, and then he just slips it to the hoop.
Yeah.
So, and then they're like thinking they're going to switch back, and then they just don't.
It just seems like every game you watch, it's like, oh, there's the screen, there he goes, and there's the alley-oop.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you know what worried me last night about Bam was his arm getting hurt at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
I saw some people tweeting out that he's okay, but I hope that's true because boy, that would just be disappointing if he's not healthy because he's been so fun to watch so far.
He's definitely the breakout star. I mean, we all knew he was good, but he's really, gone to another level, that guy.
I pray they don't trade him for Joel Embiid.
There's no way.
That is a rumor that is a rumor.
That's a rumor started by Philly fans. No one is
like no.
Pat Riley's not doing that. Embiid's the old center. Embiid's the old way you play center. Bam's the new way you play center.
Yeah.
If you're going to trade for Joel Embiid, you better get a time machine and go back to like 91 where he can be effective because in this new league, he can't be on the floor for more than 30 minutes.
Yep.
And I don't know. Just not a lot of space out there.
Spread's coming out hot.
Yeah, I don't know that I disagree with spread there, but God, I would have to think about that, I think. I mean, but Embiid can just offensively can just take over sometimes. But you're right. I don't know who I would. Tyler, who would you keep him?
I would keep Bam because he's still on a cheap contract, and you could go out and get another star right now.
No, but let's say they were making the same amount of money and all things were equal. Who would you rather have on your team?
Probably still Adebayo, just because he's more healthy.
Yeah.
Like you could get Embiid for 10 games. He could look like the best center ever, and then you lose him for 30 games.
Oh.
You get more versatility. You get more effort. Right?
What do you mean?
How many times?
I'm asking a question. I didn't even take a position, Prince.
Oh, Prince.
I didn't even take a position
I'm
one way. Jesus. Wow, I said I'd have to think about that. God. Prince always coming in hot for no reason.
Disappointing night from Big T. Only 13 plays on the sheet tonight.
Only
I guess
13?
it's a Philly thing. That's probably why.
Yeah.
Jay, did you see Kamzat has a main event coming up on Fight Island? They haven't announced his opponent yet, though.
Did you see he had the balls to say, I'm around if they need a backup if Paulo Costa backs out.
Who is this?
Dude, I love that guy's confidence. He doesn't give a shit.
Chimaev.
Oh, okay.
There was the post-fight interview, and they were asking him, they're like, your contract's up. Like, have you signed your new contract yet? He's like, I don't give a shit. He's like, that's my manager's job to figure that out. He's like, I just love the fight. I'm just here to smash people.
Yeah.
Saturday night's fight of the year.
That's why, Prince. You must hate Embiid. Damn, KC lining the ball all over the park here early.
Jay, you think they might feed him Chris Weidman? Because they're saying his opponent's ranked. They didn't say what weight class.
I think that would be a sin.
Looking at the rankings, like they're not going to go any higher than Damian Maia in the welterweight. And
well, he could fight in 2 different weight classes too.
Yeah, that's why I was looking at the other weight class.
Yeah.
Some people were saying Derek Brunson, but I think they can feed Weidman to him first and then let him fight Brunson.
Well, Israel Adesanya said yesterday in the press scrum if he wins this fight, he said Jared Cannonier has earned his respect and will be his next opponent.
But if Whitaker beats Cannonier, wouldn't Whitaker just get the shot again?
I mean, yeah. Well, he said provided that Cannonier beats Whitaker,
Okay.
which, I mean, man, I don't know. I don't know what to think because I really wasn't impressed with Whitaker in that Till fight. I mean, we cashed it, but I wasn't that impressed.
Isn't it hard to look good against Till though, because he fights so low volume?
Yeah, he dances around for sure. So I'm thinking that I'm going to monitor this Gesicki receptions prop, and if I see 3.5 at a reasonable price, I think I'm going to jump on it.
Cool.
They go pass first play.
Oh no, Slayer, where are you at?
He already threw that thumbs down in the chat.
Oh, shit! I'm already behind everybody.
Whoa, you can't just be throwing people around after the play. I'm surprised you didn't like that Gaskin prop, T.
They're very like split. Like if you look at their like box scores, he's run the ball like 7 times each week. To Matt Breida 7, to Jordan Howard's 3. It's like you never know which running back's going to come in.
That's true.
I saw that Matt Breida is the number 3 on their depth chart. I can't believe it. I think that guy's really good.
I think he's good too. I think they're only. I mean, they have Jordan Howard ahead of him just because he only gets the goal line carries, but I don't think he should be.
How did they not throw a penalty on that, Jeff?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
There's Parker across the middle. They're not getting any pressure on Fitzpatrick yet.
Oh,
Love it. No
Twatty,
field goals.
You feeling good about I heard you talking in our chat about how bad you thought Minnesota's defense was, and you were thinking about Tennessee.
Oh, goodness. Yes. Yes, I am. Well, I broke down because they lost last week and I was on them. And I'm like, well, what is going on with this team? So I broke them down for a couple hours. Really, all you have left is Kendricks and Harrison Smith from that defense.
Yeah, their defense is all like patch pieces right now. They're trying to get everybody like integrated.
Yeah, it's like, you think that they always have a good defense. Well, they don't. They have a bad defense. And Cousins, from what I was reading from the beat reporters, in practice can't even complete passes. So, I don't know. And then you lose Stephon Diggs. I don't know. I got no problem taking Tennessee in that game.
This is a terrible year to be trying to do a rebuild, too. It's going to take them guys like 6 weeks to get all their guys like together and playing how they want them to. And at that point,
never touched them.
What, good? Wow. Touchdown or something?
No, but what a fucking brain fart. He never touched them.
Look at Miami just doing whatever they want.
Just walking down the field.
Oh, Coco, why? You need a field goal. I don't want no damn field goals.
Man, if they get in here, that fucking team total over would have been looking lovely.
Who was that, Jakeem Grant?
4 minutes into the game. Yeah, this defense is bad, man. 27th in the league.
And to think this defense was like a brick wall like 3 years ago and took this team to the AFC Championship game.
Jacksonville, though, statistically, I mean, Miami statistically has the worst on Football Outsiders anyway. Do I think 6-10 wins the NFC East? No. I don't expect the Cowboys to go 6-10.
Yeah, I think we go right back to Derrick Henry's rushing attempts this week.
I mean, how far? It was 22.5 last week. I wonder what the adjustment's going to be. Sooner or later, it's going to start to go up.
If it's any lower than like 25.5, I think we're on it. They should be playing with a lead most of that game.
Well, it's a good opening drive.
Connor said Dolphins winning. I saw like 70% were on the Jags. Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, how do you lay 3 points with the Jacksonville Jaguar team 2 weeks into a season? I don't care if they win this game by 30. I would have only been on the 3 with Miami here. I thought there was a 1.5 worth of value easily.
Well, that it wasn't that our play on the sheet, JJ?
Yeah. I agreed with them on Sunday night, and I have both these teams 4.5 points worse than an average team on a neutral field, which means 1.5 of value on the Dolphins. I just can't back this Jaguars team as a favorite, not unless they look solid for like half a year. I'm sure JJ had the Dolphins, and then like 50 people asked for the power ratings. I'm sure that we have a lot of people on the Dolphins tonight.
Let's start moving lines pretty quick.
Let's kick Gesicki right over the middle for a touchdown. Let's start off the night right.
Yeah, you can get 3.5. He's down to 3.5 right now, minus 130. The Cowboys are not a 6-10 team overtime. Come on. I mean, I just don't think I think their roster's too good to be a 6-10 team. The one and only win total, though, I bet looks really good after 2 weeks.
Remind me, you told me on Sunday and I forgot.
Eagles under 9.5.
Oh yeah, love it. Where's Prince? He's gonna love that play. Prince probably has 15 units on that.
Yeah, you're probably right. Jets are gonna get Trevor Lawrence. I hope so. I hope we don't win a game.
I don't see a path to victory.
I mean, they're going to trip into like 3 wins, Twatty. You know how the NFL is.
Would this week surprise me as one of them? Not really.
Who do they play this week?
The Colts.
How do you see that?
We've seen what the Colts did against the Jags. They get out to a quick lead. Phillip Rivers gets comfortable. All of a sudden, the Jets put some points on the board. The momentum switches, and then they win the game by 1.
Yeah,
the Jets are so bad, though.
Yeah, I just don't see them getting any stops.
I wouldn't put my money on it, but I can definitely see
that
the
was
Jets
actually. I think I'm going to lay the 11.5 after watching the Jets last week.
No, you're not. Are you really
against the Jets?
How about somehow I'm 0-2 betting against the Jets?
Let me see.
0-2.
Yeah, that's bad, bro. That's really bad.
Yeah.
I got the Jets 7.5 worse, and I got the Colts 1.5 better. So that's 9 on a neutral.
Yeah. So now you're at 10.5.
Yeah, you're at 10.5 if the Colts are home. Yeah. And what's the line?
11.5.
Well, that technically, I would think there's like a point of value on the Jets, but would I play that edge? Not a fucking chance.
Where are we? Are we scoring or what's going on?
Second and goal.
They're just running the ball, trying to pound it in.
Come on. Fucking 7
Play
minute
action.
drive.
Play action, Gesicki over the middle. Come on.
I mean, this is looking good for the over unless you take 8 minutes to score. What the fuck?
All right, now 3rd and goal.
Jesus.
Who got carted off the field?
Jacobs.
Someone I don't know.
He's a linebacker for Jacksonville, or at the end.
The fuck?
He's a D end wearing 48.
He's either a D end or a linebacker. Their defense has a lot of weird numbers. Like Miles Jack is number 44. That's like
Isn't he a
weirdest-
linebacker though?
Yeah, but that's like the weirdest number for a linebacker to me.
Yeah, I guess so. I like Miles Jack. I think he's pretty cool.
Who got
I'm
that
on his
touchdown?
I'm on his tackles prop tonight. Was he white?
No.
Well, that's not our guy.
Is he white?
What they did? So what? They ran it in.
No, they threw it.
Who caught it? Was it Parker?
To Preston Williams?
Yeah.
All right. Either way, we
That's
got
just too
that.
easy, man.
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna slice through this team like butter. You got
Dude, the problem is it took 7 minutes.
Yeah, that was. Well, they also ran the shit out of the ball.
Gaskin at 40 already. Ugh. He went over his total. That means his total was like 37.
He's at 35.
Oh,
A
okay.
nice pass by the gunslinger there.
What's the I wonder what his live rushing yard prop is. I can't imagine what Williams' odds for first touchdown was.
25 maybe.
Yeah, 25, somewhere in there. He's probably their second string receiver.
Wow. That was a dime right there.
Gaskin,
Nice catch.
67.5.
So we need him to just reproduce that first drive for the rest of the game.
Yeah, he needs
Yeah.
33 in the rest of the game to get over.
Yeah, Otter, and I guess they got a crazy amount of picks too.
Can we get a rushing attempts?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, there
How
it is.
many does he have already?
His number 16.5. He's at 8.
So he needs to touch the ball 9 more times for the rest of the game.
My only worry is that running back committee is where like they're just like, all right, you had your runs. Now it's time to give Breida his. Breida gets
Yeah.
tired. Here comes Jordan Howard.
Yeah.
Hate that. Yeah, maybe it's the play is to bet all 3 of their overs.
Jay, you better have that box wine ready for Saturday. Everybody thinks
Go Kyle! Go Kyle!
You know what, Twatty? I was rooting a NASCAR bet in at 7-1, okay?
Oh my God, you were so drunk. You don't know how many times you said, Go Kyle!
I would have said that if I was
Oh,
sober.
buddy.
Did Kyle finally win a race?
No, he finished second. Fuck. We
Oh,
were
Joey and I were
so
in tears. We
There
were
was-
in tears.
Why? There was the one night when the show ended and Jay was all hammered, and I'm like, Jay, I'm out. Like, I gotta go eat. And he's like, you're not allowed to leave. Like,
I mean,
we are sitting here until we
Jay-
figure out how I'm making my money back.
Jay drank wine like 3 weekends in a row, and like now all of a sudden I'm like I'm an alcoholic now.
We're not calling you an alcoholic. You're just a funny drunk.
Well, I may or may not have bought a box wine for the weekend. I'm not going to talk about it though.
He went full dictator mode.
He went full Castro on us.
I can't tell you how close Kyle was to winning that race on that. Fucking Harvick.
Dwight Howard starting.
Is that good or bad?
He's just going to go out there and probably punch Jokic in the mouth a couple times and then go to the bench when he has 3 fouls in the first 5 minutes. That's all his job is just to go and annoy Jokic, go bump into him, shoulder him a couple times.
Yeah.
Piss him off.
Hey, are you surprised how far Danny Green's fallen off since last year?
So bad.
I mean, he was a crucial part of that championship last year. Wouldn't you agree?
I just don't get how he's fallen off so far so fast.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
Oh my God, this Dolphins defense is pathetic, bro.
Love it.
They might put up 70, Twatty.
If they got to score a little faster than that, though, is the problem. Need Jacksonville to score quick. All I care about is in the red zone. We want touchdowns, not field goals. That's the key. It seems like it's the key to every over-under is the red zone.
So Gaskin's receptions, 2.5 plus 120. I mean, is that not an automatic play?
Let me look back and see how many times he's caught the ball in the past 2 weeks.
8 last week. I mean Gesicki, I'm sorry. That's what I meant. Gesicki.
He caught it 3 times in week 1.
So 11 times through 2 weeks. It's about 5.5 times a game. How do you drop that pass? Jesus Christ.
Who was that? Conley.
Dolphins played a tough Patriots and Buffalo Bills squad the first 2 weeks. They might be better than people think.
I want to see how their rookie receiver performs tonight. Chenault.
Here's Chenault.
Yeah. Like, I'm fine with the Steelers drafting Claypool and all because he's a beast. But when I was looking at that receiver class before the draft, Chenault was the one I wanted. He could run the ball too.
Oh my God. How that might be some of the worst special teams play I've seen in a while.
So what? They had to punt.
Yeah.
What? If you're 3rd and 6, why do NFL teams continually run 3-yard patterns?
I don't have an answer for you there.
And you've seen it in every game. Like, you're 3rd and 6, so let's run a 4-yard pattern. Hoping they break a tackle, which they never do.
Big King says Jalen Hurts is starting for the Eagles soon.
I mean, with the way their injuries are going, it wouldn't be surprised if he does end up their starter.
Man, he looks like shit though, Wentz.
He loses another weapon too. Rager's out for 6 weeks.
Is he really?
Yep.
Yikes.
That team can't get around injuries. They just can't. Every year, that team's getting beat up by injuries.
What the fuck?
The live total is still 49.5.
So
Prince
who
of
we
the City,
got?
all Philly teams stink.
So what's up, Prince, Andrew, Brian, Sumner, Big King, Norm, Tito, Viral? What's up, boys?
I was talking about it this morning on the show. Like, why couldn't the Dolphins win this game? I mean, there's just no reason why they couldn't.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
You could get them like minus 9.5 at like plus 250.
I'm actually
Otter, I like
considering.
your 6.5 is a great number, Otter. So regardless of the result, that's a good bet.
Yeah, I'm actually considering taking San Fran this week. With
I was too.
With basically their whole team hurt.
With Mullins in?
Mullins knows that system though. That's the only thing.
Yeah,
Like,
and is he that much even? I mean, Garoppolo's like good, but he's not that like.
Yeah, Garoppolo is nothing special. Like Mullins
Yeah.
can do his job.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't disagree. He's still a downgrade, though.
Definitely.
He's not new to that system though. Like he played in that system 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. And I think like the first 2 games that he played, he looked really good.
Mm-hmm.
And then like he kind of fell off a cliff a little bit, didn't he?
Yeah. Once there was tape on him.
I mean, they are playing the Giants, so
Without Barkley.
yeah, without Barkley, yeah. So I
Or
mean,
Shepard, I think.
I guess I wouldn't tell you not to do it. I'm sure Joey will be on that 3.5 with those fucking G men on Sunday. Are there any totals that you guys like this weekend?
Kind of like the over in the Dallas game, but it got juiced up too high. I missed the number.
I like that one we talked about earlier in the week, Jay.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite one of the week.
What you guys overall feeling? Because I see a lot of chat about that Giants game still in the chat. What do you guys feel about Daniel Jones? Like, what's his ceiling? Is he going to end up being a really quality NFL starter? Just is he going to be a Fitzpatrick type guy that just gets the job done, but never really a star? What do you guys think about Daniel Jones?
I think he'd be solid. I wouldn't say like star potential, but I mean, you get the right pieces around him, he could definitely make a name for himself.
Yeah, because he definitely
He's a
has
lot better
pieces
than
so
I thought
far.
he was going to be.
Same here. When they made that pick, I was just wild, right?
But looking back on that pick, it was like, yeah, they really, really reached for that guy, but he wasn't going to be there with their next pick.
Right, because
didn't they have
Washington would have taken him.
Yep.
Fitz magic. Go ahead, Fitzy.
Oh, that fucking hurt.
I don't know. Like, is Daniel Jones ever going to be a top 20 quarterback in this league? You guys think?
Yeah, I think top 20. But will he ever be
when
top
you
10,
say-
I think is a better question.
The thing is, when you say ever, what's going to happen is you're going to lose Aaron Rodgers, you're going to lose Drew Brees, you're going to lose Ben, you're going to lose a lot of those guys that are in front of him. So I'm sure he could move up there. I like his athleticism, definitely.
This Jaguars team looks terrible.
Yeah, defense is atrocious.
Otter says Jones is like Colt McCoy, Hoyer, or Matt Castle. So he says he never even gonna crack the top 20 because none of those guys have ever been even in the top 20.
El Capo, we didn't do anything, bro.
That was
Tyler
me.
did that.
Oh. Pass interference, first and goal at the 1.
Let's go. Let's get 14 here. Let's get 28 by halftime, please, and thank you.
Yeah, I almost took the -9.5 plus 225. Oh man, how do I not bet that fucking team total? I said it all week, fucking in that chat too. So dumb. Ugh. Oh, good, Big King. I'm glad you bet it, bro.
What is it? Is it like third down? I'm so far behind you. What's going on?
It's a touchdown, bro.
Oh, okay. Who scored?
A running back.
McGaskins, probably.
20. They got the ball on the 1 off of pass interference. Who do you think scored?
Well, I don't know.
Jordan Howard.
Oh, Jordan Howard, yeah. Of course. Is that his first rush of the game?
Uh-huh.
He's the goal line king. Him and Carlos Hyde.
1 rush, 1 yard, touchdown.
Do you remember Bettis in his last year? He would have like 5 rushes for 4 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, because they let Willie Parker run up and down the field. It's like, all right, big guy, get in there.
Let's go points. Fucking the Royals just gave up a 2-run bomb, though. Still leading there, though. Yeah, that's crazy, Christopher. No Gesicki targets. I mean,
Yeah, 33.5 is his total right now.
I mean, clearly Jacksonville knew what we knew, so maybe they're rolling a safety or they're chipping them off the line or something. I don't know. But
I should be kicked right in my nuts right now.
if I had that guy on my team, I'd be throwing to him a lot.
You better watch saying that, Jay. Your daughter might be watching the show. She comes in and kicks you in the nuts. You're like, what was that for? She's like, well, you said you wanted it.
She doesn't like. She's got like her iPad in the bedroom, bro. She doesn't even know I exist right now.
Yeah, you just pay the bills there. That's it.
Yeah, she's probably watching all sorts of shit I don't want her to on YouTube right now.
Yeah, I agree, Christopher. They do remind me of each other.
Live team total is 31.5 right now on the Fins. 22.5 right now on the Jags. I mean, you could legitimately see like 21 points in the first quarter. I think Jacksonville's got to get it going, though.
Isn't this how they do things, though, Jay? They go down and then they come from behind.
Is it?
It's like, yeah, Tennessee went up, I think, like 14, 17, nothing.
Yeah, they're definitely a comeback team, the Jags. I don't like Doug Marrone at all. I mean, I think he's the wrong quarterback for Minshew.
You mean the wrong head coach for Minshew?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Wrong head coach. Wrong head coach. Sorry about that.
So you like this kid, Twatty?
Minshew?
Yeah.
A lot. Do you remember last year or like 6 months ago when I said I'd rather have Minshew than Jameis Winston? And every single one of everybody on earth just killed me for that?
Yeah. 100%. I remember. I think I was one of those people.
Julian is asking if our under 10 rushing yards is a real bet. Yes, it is.
He said, under 10 yards rushing is not a real bet, surely.
Let's get 7 more here.
Did anybody watch that Showtime documentary, Outcry? What's
it about?
It was about like this high school football stud that got like a scholarship to UTSA, and like right when he was about to go to college, he was like a 4-year-old kid said that like he molested him, and he went to jail. Like 25 years he got, and like 4 years in they were able to prove his innocence, and it was like just a whole documentary on like the court case. It was really good, man.
Yeah.
Oh, get going, Chenault.
How many rushing yards has Minshew been averaging? Like 20 a game?
Yeah, it's like right around 19. That's what they had his prop set at too, was 19 and a half. So they're keeping that number steady.
Yeah, he is, Freddie. He's real fast.
He picked up about what, 15 right there.
After breaking 2 tackles.
It's good catch and coverage.
Twatty, would you rather have him or Claypool? Because
I think Claypool was. I think he's more of a project. I see superstar potential in him, but Chenault, I probably Chenault.
Yeah,
I agree with that too.
I was thinking that when the draft was going on, I'm like, please let this guy slip to us. And then I think he won a couple picks before us, and we took Claypool.
What was that flag? That was a big run. Jay?
I don't know. It's the end of the quarter.
Okay.
Oh, so Corey said he just got a scholarship to Eastern Michigan. That kid from the documentary. He's like 25, though, I think, now.
Nice. Take that.
Do you guys see the MVP odds in the NFL are moving? Russ is, of course, the favorite.
Yeah, like 350 plus 350, I think.
What's
Say again,
Mahomes
Tyler?
at?
I think
What did you
Mahomes,
say, Tyler?
the NFL MVP odds.
Oh, they're
moving.
out.
Yeah, well, they're already starting to adjust them. Russell Wilson's becoming like the odds-on favorite.
Wow, really?
Well, nine.
Let me ask you guys:
9 touchdowns.
No, he's playing great. Yeah.
who leads the NFL in passing yards right now?
Matt Ryan?
Dak.
Keep going.
Because Matt threw for 421 for one game.
Oh,
Keep going.
Cam Newton.
Keep going.
Oh, wow.
Like, I know that Dak and Cam each had like a 450 yard.
This might take a while unless someone's going to drop it in the chat.
Really? It's that way far down the list?
Yeah, you're going to be like, what?
And what is it? Like 600 maybe? 600 yards?
Jay was in the right division.
Jay was in the right division.
Josh Allen?
Yep.
Wow.
Ain't that wild? He has like 800 passing yards already.
Wow.
Wow. Good little stat there.
I'd have never thought that.
Who they beat? The Jets and
The Dolphins.
the Dolphins, right.
They gave up entirely too many points to these Dolphins last week, though.
I'm
28.
interested this week. I know everyone loves Buffalo, but they get a passing defense this week, and if he ain't able to throw the ball, I mean, it's a whole different ballgame now.
All right, KC adding on. Love it.
If Devontae Adams plays and Michael Thomas doesn't, I was talking to Spread about this
Oh,
earlier.
yeah, I was about to say, you already know about that. That number's got to get hit.
How do you not like the fucking Packers this week?
Yeah, Otter. I wouldn't have thought that at the beginning of the year. I would have taken Buffalo easy in that game, but Buffalo giving up that many points to Miami last week, and the Rams playing good. So it's going to be an interesting game.
And the Rams aren't really banged up yet. They're still hanging a lot of their starters out there.
Yeah,
No crowd noise.
I upgraded the Rams a lot, man. From 2 weeks.
I was low on them at the beginning of the season, and like I looked into it more. That team is actually like until injuries start to deplete that starting lineup. I think we just got to tell that team.
I got the Rams in the top 10 right now.
So are you taking the Rams this week, Tyler? Because I think this is a tough spot from going to Philly, flying back to LA, and then going to face a hard-nosed Buffalo team.
But I mean, Buffalo does look good, but how hard nosed are they? Like Miami and the Jets are two of the worst teams in the league. Now they get a passing defense coming in that could slow down Josh Allen. Then we have to see Devin Singletary and Zach Moss trying to win the game. That's my only worry there. And if Aaron Donald's wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Why is Jacksonville running the ball? They're going to give up 40-some points tonight. You're going to have to score.
Touchdown.
Nice. Let's go.
Yep.
Was it his
the
guy
fucking ball.
Cole?
Robinson.
Oh, the running back.
El Capo says Falcons win this week. Book it. I was talking on the show with Holden and Mangone. You know, historically, the Falcons 0-2. They go home to play the Bears. Historically, this is a complete get-right spot for the Atlanta Falcons. But that defense is so bad that even Mitchell Trubisky might be able to score at will. That's my only issue. I lean the Falcons too, but I don't think I could take it because of how god-awful that defense looks 2 weeks in.
Yeah, I give Josh Allen a lot of credit. When he came out of Wyoming, I said, this guy's going to be a bust. Like, he couldn't hit the side of a barn.
With a bazooka.
Dude, he was bad at playing at Wyoming. He was completing less than 50% of his passes.
They have that system built so perfect for him right now. It's like the situation Lamar Jackson's in Baltimore. It's like, you're our guy for the next 10 years. We're going to build this offense around you.
Aaron, I gave the full game over out as one of our plays. Or are you talking about KC? Yeah, I didn't care. I liked that first 5. But yeah, Tyler, I thought he was going to be terrible. So
I'm in that boat with you.
I got that wrong big time.
Why are the Browns giving anyone 7? Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
Well, they were giving it to Cincinnati last week. They didn't cover it. Cincinnati's not good at football.
I think I don't know what I think about Cincinnati. I think anybody that got that number early in the week against the Eagles, if you're sitting on +6.5, +6, I like that spot. Now the number's 4.5. I couldn't bet it. I couldn't bet it at 4.5.
Aren't the Bears like the biggest 2-0, like the worst 2-0 team, I would say, in the league?
Spread, you lean the Bears, right?
Yeah, but I don't know if I'll play it because, like you said, it is just such a great spot, and there's no real reason to force it, But, I mean, on the pool that we do where we pick every game, I take the Bears plus points.
Yeah, I would have pounded the Falcons in this spot a couple years ago if they were 0-2 going home. I just can't do it, man, because that defense, it looks like that defense from the first 8 weeks last year. So I maybe the Bears, maybe even Mitchell Trubisky could score on that team. I don't know.
That's a good point, Mikey. I agree with that.
Yeah, but I mean, if you look at the analytics through the first couple weeks, the Bears defense has played well.
Yeah, I could see the Falcons easily scoring 30. I mean, the Bears defense they're still good, but they're not the defense they were 2 or 3 years ago. That's for sure.
Yeah, right now they're like 6th, I think, on Pro Football and Football Outsiders. Really small sample, though.
Yeah, Scott, I agree. We just need Gesicki to get like 2 or 3 catches on one drive here. That's what we need.
I think that this is a really tough week in the NFL. Like, I thought last week on Saturday, I was like, I think I see the board pretty clearly for Sunday. I don't really feel that way this week. I think this is a tough week.
Yeah, I like this week.
Well, the reason why you always hear that is because 99% of people lose betting the NFL, Otter, because the edges are so small, because the size of the handle is so big. almost every line every week sharpens out. So, and it's the biggest recreational sport we bet on in the country. So that's why you always hear that. But I've never had a problem with it. Baseball would literally put me in the fucking food stamp line. But
Giancarlo says the Bears offense is not the Cowboys or Seahawks offense. Falcons is the play. Bend over likes Falcon team total over. And El Capo, since all faves won last week, I think this is a dog week. Did you see what Jamal Murray just did, Tyler?
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
That was tight.
I love that guy.
You know who's loving these conference finals right now? As a coach and a recruiter? John Calipari. Because he could sit down any high school recruit and go look at the Lakers. I got guys on that team. Look at Denver. I got guys on that team. Look at Miami. I got guys on that team.
Yeah, I got one Kentucky fan in my chat that just keeps talking about that over and over again. He actually asked a good question. He said, has any college ever had such, had their graduates or, whatever you want to call it, players that left them, their alumni, score so well on different teams in a playoffs before? And I couldn't come up with one. I was trying to think of like a North Carolina, but Jordan and Worthy were never at the same time.
Yeah.
Duke never has any good pro players.
Tatum and Kyrie didn't do good together.
Yeah.
Frankly, I don't even think it's close. I mean, yeah.
If you look at like the Kentucky players just in the NBA right now and built a roster with them,
yeah,
they can win a championship. There's no doubt in my mind. The front court would be absolutely unstoppable, and the guards would just be lighting it up.
did you see Calipari said the only 20-point scorer he's ever had at Kentucky is Murray?
Yeah. We also got to remember those teams are stacked when them guys come in. So it's like your normal 25-point scorer on a college team when he's by himself is now a 12-point scorer on Kentucky because there's 6 guys that need to shoot the ball.
Oh, he's short. No?
Helmet to helmet. At least that's what the guys in the chat are saying, helmet to helmet.
All right, Viral. That's a good one. I'm going to have to hit him with that. Thank you. I forgot about that. He says Oscar Robertson and Lou Alcindor from UCLA. Those UCLA teams probably did pretty well, too.
Well,
I'm watching Prince.
What was the question?
Just, has any college had alumni dominate a playoff so much on different teams?
No.
Because you have Hero, you got Davis, and you got Murray. Is there any Kentucky players?
And you have Bam.
And you have Bam. Is there any Kentucky players on Boston?
No,
I don't think so. Huh?
The last one Boston drafted from Kentucky was James Young, I believe, and he was terrible.
Yeah, it looks like he's short, but I think it's going to be real close because he kind of fell on top of the defender and reached out. I think that's going to be real close.
What made you such a Kentucky fan, T, growing up?
I mean, I was more like following Calipari around. He was at Memphis first, and then he went to Kentucky, so I started liking him.
You remember him at UMass with Marcus Camby?
Dude, I was like 3.
Do you remember when him and John Chaney got into a fight?
Yeah.
That was awesome. That shows you how old I am. Shit, what was that, you think, Jay, 25 years ago?
Probably, yeah. I'm trying to think now that Tyler says
28
that.
years ago, you'd say.
Now that
Marcus
Tyler
Camby
says-
was in '96, I think.
okay. I was 16.
I was born in '96.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm so fucking old.
I almost had a kid by then.
Hey, you know which one made me feel old, Jay? Was they had the video of Terrell Owens putting the ball on the
Star.
star.
Yeah.
That was 20 years ago.
Oh my god.
20 years ago today. I'm like, no way.
Wow, bro. Yeah, I mean, I am like a month away from 40. Oh my god.
He's legit like a yard short.
Oh, great run. That was great awareness right there. Yeah, getting old sucks, man.
Yeah, you're right. His elbow hit, but it looked like, yeah, he was on top of him, but his elbow did hit. Did he get it?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
got it.
So this natural lime White Claw is going to taste like shit. That's my prediction.
Doesn't sound like a good flavor.
I still can't get over the White Claws. I'm sorry.
You're going to have to. It may become a staple of my diet. That's bad. $28 would be sitting nice towards our full game. If we can get there. Neither team is running the ball for shit. Not really, El Capo. But there's
White
no
is killing
sugar.
those fools.
There's no sugar in it, so like when you wake up, you're not hungover, which is nice. And it's still got a decent amount of alcohol in it. And the more you drink, the better they taste, actually. It's good. That's a great question, Christopher.
I'm looking forward to Saturday night, man. It's going to be a fun night. A lot of college football, I think, on the slate. We'll have an NBA playoff game, I'm sure. Got a solid fight card, top to bottom, I think. Saturday night's going to be a ball.
Yeah, Big King. I agree. Yeah, no, Saturday. I'm looking for that. Forward to that as well. I was going to go to the bar, but I don't know. You'll have coverage if I do, right? I'm sure.
I don't know.
Every time I think like you hit me up and you're like, I need you, I come on and there's 7 people.
Well, the spread won't be here. Max will probably be here at some time when he gets back from softball. JJ won't be here.
Tyler works too, right?
Yeah.
Shit. Man, Fitzmagic looks good. Throwing off the back foot right on time.
Yeah, I mean, this is like he'll throw for 4 touchdowns or 4 picks, right?
Yeah, Chris, I mean, it's tough. Obviously, in the NFL, the best are only 55 to 60%. So while I like the Titans, who the fuck knows, really? You know what I mean? I broke down the Vikings the other day because they were a team I was high on, and they were playing like shit. So I completely broke them down. And I did some research. They were saying that Cousins, the beat writers, were saying that Cousins can't even complete passes in practice. Barr's hurt, so all you got is Kendricks and Harrison. Harrison Smith really coming back from that great defense they've had. They look like shit, dude. I mean, they're just not playing well. They don't look confident at all. Cousins looks shaky in the pocket. Looks like he's a little scared back there. Who the hell knows? I mean, not that I love the Titans, but I think I can win by a field goal in this situation.
Twatty was like, man, I was really high on this Minnesota Vikings team until I realized who played on it.
That's exactly, because until you really break them down and you see, who's hurt and who they've lost, and you just kind of think that they're going to always be a good defensive team, and really they're not right now. And losing Stephon Diggs. I mean, goodness. I mean, that guy's a stud.
Yeah.
So, and we're seeing that now in Buffalo. He's balling out in Buffalo. I can see Malcolm Butler getting on Thielen. And if you get on Thielen and you can shut him down.
There's a touchdown.
Nice.
Yeah, so Twatty, how much?
Go ahead. I was just going to say they might not stop this team from scoring.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's crazy that they haven't scored this many points for how effective the offense has been for both teams, actually. How much do you think Thielen's lack of effectiveness is Diggs not being on the field anymore?
I mean, it's got to be.
I'm surprised.
Dude, I'll give you a great example. Here's a great example. Well, I think a great example. Juju Smith-Schuster and AB. When AB, his last year, was there and was taking the top off the defense, Juju was actually the best player, the best receiver on the team. He had like 120 catches. He was the team MVP because he was catching a lot of balls because of AB taking the top off the defense. Who knows? Maybe that's what's happening with Thielen. Now, when AB left and Juju became the number one, now he got hurt a little bit, but his numbers dropped off. Where with Diggs, maybe that opened things up for Thielen. I mean, I'm not 100. I haven't broken down the film, but you got to think that that's probably a little part of it, Fred. I would guess.
No, yeah, that's a great analogy there.
They're not getting the play action going either, and that was a big thing that got them going last year. They're not establishing that run and then using the play action with Cook.
All right, well, we got one catch, and we're sitting at 28 already. Let's get greedy. Let's get 35.
So that's 15 over 49 yards.
Yeah, what's his live prop now?
Probably right back around where it closed at 50-something.
No, I mean receptions wise. That was his
4.5.
That was the first 2.5.
Oh wow, juiced like a bitch, huh?
Yeah, 198.
That's what I figured. Yeah, you just can't do anything with that.
Yeah, Nick, everyone here in Pittsburgh loves Claypool, but it's like you still got James Washington, who's still a baller. Johnson's getting the most targets, even above Juju. And then you still got who's our fourth? Juju. Well, yeah, those would be the four, I guess. So it's like, when is that guy going to get the ball? He had a beautiful long touchdown last week.
I wasn't like, everyone was so like big on Johnson coming into this year. They're like, he's our next AB. He's our next AB. And I was like, I haven't seen this dude do anything yet. And then I watched last week's game and it was like, oh, this is what everyone's talking about.
Yeah, he's getting more targets than Juju is. And I think you put Washington on another team, he's at least he's probably a 2 or a 3, but he's like a 4 for us. Oh well.
Yeah. It seems like our number 2 receiver, just like you said, the number 2 receiver is always the best numbers wise at the end of the year because the number 1 gets doubled on the other side every time.
Yeah.
So like Juju's drawing the double teams. Now it's Johnson's turn to eat them up.
And Ben looks good. Has he thrown a pick this year?
Yeah, he threw the one to Justin Simmons last week that he one-handed.
What do you think about the Texans this year?
I could tell you whoever made the schedule hates him.
I think
Start him off with Kansas City, then give him Baltimore, then give him Pittsburgh. It's like, here, go start 0-3 so you guys can fire. What's his name?
Yeah, I definitely lean towards Pittsburgh covering that number.
They're not going to be able to run the ball, so it's going to have to be through the air. And I think we'll be all in that backfield over Watson.
What's Houston's path to victory? Like, really, if you think about, we talk about that in fighting all the time, but where are they going to run the ball? I mean,
it's the Deshaun Watson 400-yard 5-touchdown game.
I mean, it's literally the way they win this game is that the Steelers pressure Watson and he breaks out for 30-yard runs. Like, I mean, Hayden's going to be on Fuller probably. I mean, they can't run the ball. I mean, the Steelers should have their way on offense. A backdoor touchdown maybe. Like the Steelers are up by 10 points all game, and they give up 7 at the end, so they don't cover the 4. They cover the 3. I mean, I don't know.
Hey, Tyler, do you remember when David Stern rejected the Lakers trade for Chris Paul in like 2009 or 2010 or whatever?
How good would that team have been?
How did they not do that with the DeAndre Hopkins trade? I mean, it's almost like the same deal, right? Like, you can't just give up your best player for, like, garbage. Like,
yeah, but the thing about that wasn't the Hornets controlled by the NBA at that point? Like, they didn't have an owner.
Yeah, that was what happened there.
And it was like Stern was like, all right, we don't want to watch LA win 5 more finals. We got to, like, let him go somewhere else. To be honest, that probably kept that man from winning a ring in his career.
Oh, yeah, probably did.
That's true. I forgot about they actually did play. They played the Chiefs and the Ravens. I mean, not that I think that they're going to win now, but that's about as good a start for competition as you could have there. Chiefs and Ravens.
CJ, that's why we bet Chris Thompson under rushing props, because you want to know who just ran the ball for them? A fucking wide receiver. They're using Chenault as the second string running back. We are good.
Fair enough, bro.
Fucking lined up in the backfield.
Holy shit.
Fair enough.
Did he get it? He didn't get it, did he? Chenault. I'm way behind you, just FYI.
No, he got it.
You got to probably refresh here. Get into this century.
Oh, he's going deep. To nobody. Triple coverage. I'm behind too. Jay's probably like at halftime already.
Third quarter.
The game's over.
Yeah, the game just ended.
Hey, Tyler.
Kappa's got Texans and Saints.
What's up,
Tyler, I'm looking at a 223 right now. Or this total. That's about, depending on when you bet it, but it's about 10 points off the closing line. With the Lakers ahead, we know they'll slow it down in the fourth quarter. What number do you think we should be targeting for a live under?
What'd you say it was at 220?
It's at 23.5 right now.
If we can get that up like to 227, I think we come in on the under.
Okay, I'm going to keep an eye on that. And then another question about, you know what, the way it's looking right now, you're going to get better than 7.5. So let's hold on, Cheese, and we'll do what JJ taught me is called the Texas hedge there. And we'll go ahead and try and get a better number on the Nuggets.
Ooh, is that a holding? Take that. Auto first down. What do you guys think about Michael Porter Jr. next year? Do you think he's just going to be an absolute stud?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Only it stops that guy's injuries because I think his defense is going to get a lot better.
That once his defense is really good, that's going to be a problem. Big problem.
Yeah.
But I would not be surprised if Denver uses him as a piece in the offseason to go get another superstar.
Well, you know what's funny? When he came out, I didn't realize how big he was, and then I saw him standing next to the Joker.
He's big. He's like 6'10".
He's as big as Joker. He's as tall as Joker.
Yep. Well, remember the McDonald's All-American game where he was head and shoulders the best player on the floor with Zion and all them out there? He was just absolutely out there just dominating them.
Yeah, I like that kid. I think he's going to be real good.
Everyone was worried the NBA was going to like fall off once LeBron and all these old guys retire. The NBA's in good hands.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I really like some of these young guys.
And it's like these young guys are like 20 to 24 years old and they're already dominating. We're going to watch these guys for the next 15 years.
God, I like Chenault. He runs hard too, doesn't he?
That's why I wanted us to draft him.
Man, he's a player. He's such a player. Just like, got it all. Nice run.
Oh yeah, how we were talking about the Heat taking the Heat guys over the other LA players, and you brought up Kuzma, Twally.
Uh-huh.
I would take Rondo over Kuzma at this point. He's just playing so much better than him in the playoffs. Kuzma hasn't done shit.
I guess it would depend on how the question is formed. If I'm playing in the backyard, pick up the game, I'm not taking Rondo and fucking.
I am because he's probably going to break out the fist fight
Crowder over
punch.
Kyle Kuzma. I mean, I don't have a problem with Goran and Jimmy Butler and Bam and Tyler Hero. I mean, I don't have a problem with those guys. But then you got to start thinking about Kuzma. Where you go with those other guys? They were calling the Lakers a big three at one point, in the beginning of the season. I think you're really killing Kyle Kuzma here to a different level.
I don't think he's that good. Spread, what do you think? You think he's a solid player?
I'm not saying he's Will Chamberlain, but you're putting Jay Crowder ahead of him. And Rajon Rondo.
I'll tell you, Jay Crowder has played better.
Jay Crowder's averaged like 4 threes this whole playoffs.
And he plays good defense. On the top of that 2-3 zone, they'll use Crowder and Butler, and it's just totally confounding the Celtics. We're like, what's Kuzma going to do for you defensively? So if he's not scoring, he's not doing anything for you.
Yeah, no problem if you're saying he's not one of the top 5 to even 7 players on the court, but to say he's not one of the top 10, I think is.
I think Rondo's better than him at this point right now.
Jesus.
Would you take Duncan Robinson over Kyle Kuzma, Thwadi?
In what context? If I was starting a team
in your backyard basketball scheme?
No.
Okay. Because I would. I mean, we're playing backyard basketball. That dude's a bucket. Just give him the ball and get out the way.
No, Prince of the City is important. I agree. Prince is I would put Caruso over Kuzma. So this is what I'm talking about.
If you go by plus minus for the season, I think Caruso's is better. This is fun watching Commodities.
Contavious Caldwell Pope or Kyle Kuzma?
No, okay, that's what we draw the line. Okay.
I'm absolutely flabbergasted at this. I cannot believe what I'm hearing. He hasn't been good. I completely get it. But to take some of these guys over Kyle Kuzma is completely ridiculous.
All right. Twatty, if you were, say, the Bulls GM and the Lakers called you and said, we'll give you Kyle Kuzma for Zach LaVine, what would you say?
No, I keep Zach LaVine most 1,000%.
That's like one of the trades, like NBA Twitter is trying to get rumored out there, is he's going to end up on the Lakers for a package that has to do with Kyle Kuzma.
I'm not sticking to baseball, Prince of the City, because you just said you'd rather have Caruso than Kyle Kuzma. So you're not letting that shit. No. You stick to tennis. You fucking stick to tennis. That's what you do.
How about that?
I love these claws flowing, dude.
Over Kyle
Claws are flowing.
I love it.
I mean, that deserves a timeout. Caruso over Kuzma.
If Twatty controls, I'd probably be in timeout right now.
Twatty's looking to put the fucking chat on timeout,
which I've never done. But he has the audacity to say Caruso over Kuzma and then tell me to stick to baseball.
Twatty's tilted. The chat just tilted Twatty.
Did you guys see how bad that fourth down call by the Jags was?
No, I'm
not sticking to baseball.
I have it on my other TV, but literally as soon as the basketballs come on, I haven't been
Furthermore,
watching it at all.
I don't know what play Jacksonville.
Twist one. Who are you talking about? There's only one white chocolate. His name is Jason Williams, and he retired like 10 years ago.
White chocolate.
Corey H thinks Caruso's better too.
I'm on the Kuzma side on that one.
Twist, and I understand it's because Caruso's a fan favorite over Kuzma, but by no scenario is he a better player than Kuzma. The skill level, under no scenario is he a better player. Caruso better than Kuzma. He's a fan favorite. Exactly.
Chris Schultz says, what alcohol percentage are those claws?
They need to be more. What the fuck? Heifer, finally. He's finally the first one that comes in. And I don't even know if he's trash, but he says Caruso's trash. I don't think Caruso's trash. At least someone, I think, on my side. He's definitely a smarter player. Shit, did they not? They didn't score down there. I was all fucking tilted. Jesus.
What do you think of Otter here? Kuzma is young and lazy. Caruso is a dog.
Tim, lay off the claws, man. Now, why? Because you think that Caruso is better than Kuzma? Because that's what we're discussing here.
Lay off the claws, man. That's funny.
Shit, I wanted a 35 going in. I just wish there was 35, however many teams are there, like 30 GMs in the chat instead of this. And I could ask them, you could have Caruso or Kuzma, who would you take? How many of the 35 GMs are going to type in here?
Bringing it tonight.
How many of the 35 GMs in this chat are going to say, oh, sign me up for Caruso?
I don't know. I got to tell you.
35 would say Kuzma. What are we doing here?
I'm not sure, but what I will say is that's worth being put on the screen.
I know, that made me laugh too.
Because your basketball opinions are worse than my wife, and she drinks the claws.
Okay, so let me ask this to the chat. If I had all the GMs in the NBA in your place, and I posed that question to them, who do you think they would draft? Kuzma or Caruso? Everyone answer. I can't wait to hear this.
We might not see Twatty on a live betting show for a week after this.
Well, just everyone answer that. I'm curious. Bendover says Caruso.
Bend over.
This has been a great show tonight. See, this is how we make a really lackluster Thursday night football game fun, huh?
Bend over.
Body's bringing it. I love it. I love the energy.
Oh, man.
Someone literally said if he was a GM, and he had to take a pick, he would take Caruso with Kyle Kuzma on the board. Wow.
So, Twatty, I'm going to take it that you strongly disagree with that take. You vehemently disagree with that take, Twatty, you think? And I still haven't gotten an answer.
And furthermore, he says it's not even really close. Okay.
Listen, Ben Dover could say whatever he wants just because of the name, okay? Joe Lamb says Keelan Cole is radio silent right now. Nick Bush says Braun vouched for Kuz, so
no one's really answered the question, so that's fine. The one answer I got was Caruso, so I guess I'm wrong.
20's aggravated.
He's like, what the
I
fuck?
love it.
This is as mad as I've been in a while because I think that like some people are on a soapbox and they're not admitting that Kuzma's better than Caruso. I can't even believe I'm having this debate about these two.
Well, Twatty, I'll say that I don't think I would find Kuzma at the YMCA. So I'm going to side with you based on that alone.
Well, thank you for that.
You're welcome, bro. Because there's I'm telling you right now, Caruso definitely could play in the YMCA league.
And the worst part is I don't even hate on Caruso. I like that kid. There's nothing that gets the LA fans more hype when that guy throws down on a break on someone. It's like the best thing ever.
Corey H is on to the chat.
Twist one says, listen, Twist, I love you, but Caruso is a beast, could never be.
That's just not, yeah.
Well,
that could just never be in a sentence.
let's start a team, and for 5 full years, our first 5 years, let's take nobody but Caruso's. We can find 1 million of them playing college basketball right now. Let's see how that's starting what's in 5 years. There's how many Carusos are playing college basketball right now? 300?
Probably a lot, yeah.
How many people could come into the NBA and average 5 points a game? Quite a bit.
Where did Kuzma go to school again?
BYU, Utah.
Okay.
Where'd Caruso go to school?
Texas A&M.
Texas. Yeah, Texas A&M.
Was he balding then too?
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah, kind of.
Oh, he must have that alopecia.
No, Otter, Jay was just saying he looks like someone that would play at the YMCA.
Yeah,
We all know he's better than that.
Do you guys have open gyms back up anywhere?
Yeah.
You guys can go ball?
There are like whole states back open. They don't give a shit anymore.
Oh, you're lucky, man. We can't do anything.
Yeah, so Tito, that's the way I think of it. Kuz is a better player, but on the Lakers team, I would rather have Caruso because Caruso's tough. He plays hard. The Lakers fans love him. But Kuz is definitely a better player. That's my whole point.
Man, do you notice, speaking of California spread, do you notice how, I don't know if you've been listening to Rogan lately, but since he moved to Texas, bro, he has been destroying the state of California.
Diego, that's what I'm getting yelled at for. That's what I'm saying. That's what I've been saying, and everyone's saying I'm wrong.
Did you see Ron Latson's comment?
No.
He says you probably think Van Halen's better than Led Zeppelin.
I don't even want to go down that because I'm sure that'll open another can of worms.
You really think Van Halen's better than Led Zeppelin?
Yeah, dude, I said I'm not even going down there. Jesus.
I gotta tell you, I'm a fan of this edgy twatty.
I know. I think it's great, especially on a night where it's like I'm just kind of chilling, and then it's like he's bringing the heat
here. Finally,
Maxwell.
Fucking everyone, go to Max.
Maxwell, how did softball? How did softball go today?
4 for 5, 2 nice catches, but we lost by 6.
Is that another team eliminated from the playoffs?
Yep, that was a 3rd place finish. And yeah, I played well, so I don't give a shit.
There's Twatty's boy for 3. Kuzma.
Yeah.
I lost my fucking first half play.
I see you're a team player.
I lost my first half play on the under 24. I wasn't happy about it.
Sorry to hear that. I prayed. You asked me to, and I did.
I know. You obviously prayed to a God that doesn't like my people.
Or it could be the first prayer I've made in about 15 years.
Well, you know what?
Wasn't received very
the
well.
Big guy isn't looking at you in kind eyes. So,
Maxwell.
Fair enough, bro.
Maxwell.
What's up, T?
Kyle Kuzma or Alex Caruso?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Who had the better college career?
I'll say Caruso because he played 4 general minutes, where Kuzma played at Utah and Mormons are whack. So yeah.
When he said Caruso's name, I was waiting for Twatty just to launch out White Claw across the room.
Yeah. I still can't believe that he likes Van Halen more than Zeppelin.
I wonder why Caruso hasn't got hair plugs yet. He needs some.
You guys pushed me to drink.
Yeah, we're the ones who did it.
It's all our fault.
So do I get on a live under in this fucking football game?
What's the number at?
I'm taking a look. 55.5.
He said Mormons are whack.
I got a nice middle there. Maybe I'll. Fuck that.
I should have fucking tailed Jimmy. Fuck. Nobody fucking tells me the under. Jimmy's on the overs. Like fucking motherfuckers. God damn it.
We love them too.
Drexley says Caruso's major role on the team is to make LeBron's hair look good.
He still needs hair plugs. He's in LA. He's not playing in Cleveland. Like, come on.
Wow. The Nuggets can't get a rebound to save their life. They have 6 rebounds halfway through the second quarter.
Dwight Howard is murdering them. I can't believe that Dwight Howard is sinking.
Jokic has 0 rebounds. Grant 0 rebounds. Millsap 1. Their highest rebounder is Michael Porter off the bench with 3.
Unbelievable. What's up, JJ?
What's up, boys?
What up?
New hairstyle night.
Yeah,
I just got used to seeing you with a hat.
Got a little haircut today. Finally, that's why I've been wearing a hat. So I'm trying to keep my clean look like Max. Look at that! Look at that mop on Max.
Yeah, Max is high and tight right now.
Yeah, it's actually impressive. He's got he continues to rock like Guido looks.
Well, listen, I always tell people that I'm Italian when they ask. You know?
He does. Yep.
I'm Italian. What do you mean? I'm Calabrese.
Oh
I eat the fucking meatball parmesan every day.
That's not bad. What'd you think of the game so far?
So JJ, who's a better NBA basketball player, Kuzma or Caruso? You think?
Jesus.
Here we
This
go.
shouldn't even be a question.
We got Twatty tilted.
It's got to be Kuz. I mean, ultimately, like I'm just a borderline Caruso fanboy from his A&M days, but like
I'm a fanboy too.
it's got to be Kuzma.
Yeah, well, the entire chat thinks that it's Caruso, and Twatty's in
I
disbelief.
swear to God, 90% of the chat think that Caruso's better than Kuzma. I swear to God, it's not a joke. It's not punked.
In college, you can make a case for it. Like he was the floor general for those A&M Aggies. So
Shit, did we cover the Detroit?
Utah.
Fuck, I was on tilt and What? Anyone know? Was KC winning after 5?
Here, I'll look for you.
Fuck, they were up 3-0, 4-2.
I'm trying to get on to under 57.5 in this fucking game.
No, they tied it in the top of the 5th. The Tigers did.
Of course they did.
Yo, fuck you, UAB. I hope your bus crashes.
Oh, God forbid.
How interesting is this? The Jaguars team total 21.5.
I have to look those stats up. Let's take a look.
We got to think Minshew goes full Minshew mania mode. Lights it up second half.
Jay, of course I don't take the fucking over 22 Dolphins team total I was talking to you about in the chat.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, and it's kind of showed early, right? Like Miami plays New England and Buffalo, and now they go play this Jacksonville defense. They go from like quicksand to this, like,
Yep.
And you could see early on. I mean, Fitzpatrick's looked good, but he's throwing into some nice windows, that's for sure.
The Bet365 Jags team total 20.5 over -138.
20.5.
You have to be clear about which Jaguars you're talking about.
Jacksonville.
That seems like a slam dunk. Well, it seems like a slam dunk for me because I have a Miami ticket plus the 3. It winds up being like a hedge for me. But that seems like a slam dunk, 20.5.
You get 20.5 or 21.5?
No, 20.5 right now at Bet365 -138. The only thing I bet was I took the Dolphins with you. But yeah, I mean 2 touchdowns definitely seems attainable. They're making you pay for it though.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing is that it's hard to imagine they would be stuck at like they're either going to make this a game and wind up with like 24, or they're probably not even going to get 2 touchdowns.
Right.
How's I just have the NBA game on now. The score looks pretty tight. How's it been though the first half?
It's been it looked like the Lakers were going to run away with it, and Denver started to chip away. I mean, AD's making every shot he puts up at the hoop. It seems like. I'm
going to be honest. As a huge LeBron ball gaggler, I'm kind of frustrated that Davis has been taken over this playoffs.
Well, that's the whole point why LeBron wanted him.
Because
LeBron's too old to be doing what he's done the last couple of years. Carry the whole team. Go get the young guy. Let him do it. But young guy just sprained his ankle.
Bron's gonna win the ship, and like everybody's gonna thank Anthony Davis for it.
Oh my God! How do those nuts taste, bro? Like, are they salty? Does LeBron have like salty balls?
He probably complains because JJ's on his balls so much. That's how much that guy complains. It's like, this guy loves me so much, I hate it.
Yeah,
I can't get free throws out of it.
Yeah, the as you guys know, the pecking order for me, it's like LeBron, Jesus, Brady. I mean, that's really. I mean, is there really any other correct answer? I mean, spread. You would know. I mean, is there really any other correct answer?
Yeah, it doesn't bother you though the way he cries like a bitch.
I haven't liked what I've seen out of him recently. Obviously, he gets all political and obviously the extra tears. But you know, I'm still. I'm
not even talking about that. I'm talking about like what did they make an inquiry like into like LeBron like not getting enough free throw attempts or something like?
That's what I mean. When I said tears, that's really what I meant. I mean, he does cry a lot now in the game, which I guess has kind of always been his thing, right? He's always had the flopping narrative around him.
Yeah.
How is Mason Plumlee still in the league?
Tim would like Twatty to know Caruso's better than LeBron.
Is that Mason Plumlee spread or is that Miles Plumlee? Or are they both still in the league?
I don't know.
One of them plays. I think one of them plays for Indiana.
I don't know. Neither should be in the league though.
One of them got paid, JJ. Like one of them was sitting on a.
This one did. The one on the Nuggets did. JJ, I'm surprised Tyson's not on your top 3 list.
You know my thoughts there, spread. Is it just me? Like college football has 3 days a week where they can dodge NFL. And they consistently put one game on Thursday night.
Yeah, always.
Yeah, that is weird, isn't it? Is that just left over from before the NFL had Thursday night football and they just don't want to switch the tradition or what?
I mean, the thing is, spread, they always have games on Thursday like this, like one or two games.
Yeah.
But like since there's no more Maction, like
on like Tuesday night, right?
Yeah, they should be moving the only game that's going to be during the week. They should move it to Tuesday or Wednesday so that more people watch it. Like
I was just thinking about that Tuesday night Maction that we're not getting.
When I was working at UPS in the warehouse, that everyone loved to degen on Tuesday night Maction. I mean, the guys wouldn't even know a game if it wasn't on Tuesday night, but everybody got down on the Tuesday night Maction game.
Wouldn't even matter. Like, you'd done with Monday Night Football, right?
Yeah.
So you go to Tuesday, grab a drink at the bar or whatever after work, and there it is, Maction, 2 or 3 games.
Yeah.
Horrible quarterback play. I mean, what more could you ask for on a Tuesday night?
Yeah.
Except that kid from Buffalo. That kid from Buffalo was good, man.
The MAC is voting on playing this year. You guys know that, right?
I hope. I mean, every other league has basically agreed to come back at one point or another.
Yeah, Pac-12 just announced it today, so that's pretty cool for us out here.
Turnover on downs. Fuck UAB. Piece of shit.
I tell you what, Fitzpatrick's a dude you'd probably love to grab a beer with. Guy just seems out of his mind.
What about Gardner? I mean, wouldn't that be an awesome trio there, JJ?
Oh, Minshew too. Like, here's the thing: Minshew's going to be well liked in this league. It's just for me, Fitzpatrick's like 100 years old, and dude's just still like going silly.
Jay, you've turned Twatty into like full on White Claw. Like he's going to be a White Claw sponsor soon.
Oh, I love it. That black cherry? Okay. Okay.
Now my dream would be for Caruso to do a White Claw commercial.
Like, I mean, like we went from like Frosty Cavassier and Kachaka.
That's what's going on.
To like a case of claws.
It's a football game.
Chris Schultz went to a party with Fitzpatrick at a wedding.
I guess I got to get a claw.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. One night I drank a shit ton of claws. And then I woke up.
Twatty, nobody could hear you.
You're like fading out as you talk.
Yeah.
That's probably good.
There we
Trying to make money.
Nice, Chris. That must be pretty cool.
Yeah, it sounds really cool.
Wow, that was a sick play by Murray.
Yeah, unbelievable, huh?
Wow, was that nice. Ooh.
I tell you what, is there a spot? I mean, I think that assuming Jacksonville ends up with at least a field goal in this drive, if they don't, I mean, definitely make the argument for starting to live target Jacksonville. No, this team showed a lot of grit the first 2 weeks, especially in the second halves.
Yeah, and they're playing a really terrible defense, but they don't look that terrible tonight.
The play call
nice.
has been pretty interesting for Jacksonville too, though. I mean,
Aaron Andrews is still the OG, but Christina Pink is nice.
Aaron Andrews is hot.
Oh yeah.
What about the NBA, the new NBA girl, Melina? What's her last name? Melina Andrews.
Yeah, I think that's her name.
Yeah.
Blue Jays are making the postseason. Wow.
Yeah, the A's won the West.
Wow, that's amazing, Max. That's awesome.
How the fuck does that happen? Oh yeah, there's 8 teams that make it.
Yeah, but how good was their pitching this year? Like out of nowhere, like everyone thought their pitching was gonna be so bad, and they somehow. I don't know.
Aside from Rourke, yeah, I'll definitely agree with you there. But like, I guess the old guys decided that they wanted to fucking take advantage of this COVID year and let those young bats be on fucking national TV for everybody to see. So
I think it's also. I mean, we can't forget the shorter season, right? I mean, look, Miami's got a decent shot to make the playoffs, right? Like,
Yeah.
Right, like last year, if we only had a shortened season, right, the Nationals would have been like drafting in the top 10, right? Weren't they like 19-30 through the first 50 games or something? Not sure.
The Marlins weren't a complete shock to me because they really improved their lineup, but I didn't think their pitching was going to last.
Is Derek Jeter overrated as a GM?
I guess the
Who
jury's
had
out.
that hot take on Sunday? Wasn't that a hot take on here?
apparently Mariah Carey says that he's an unforgettable lover.
Oh, okay.
Spread, you see that play by the White Howard right there?
No, I was looking at the chat. What are you doing now? I can't believe we're getting killed by Dwight Howard, man.
That's Orlando Magic, the White Howard right there. He just snagged it off the rim. And
This
dunked
is
it
just
back.
ridiculous, dude.
I don't remember those two dating. That was probably like in the 90s.
I'll grab a claw.
I mean,
There you go.
I had a fucking claw.
Go.
You guys can make fun of some other guys for drinking claws. This guy over here.
I mean, but JJ
over here.
JJ is like a full on like metrosexual. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Like you're a fucking kid from the Steel City drinking fucking White Claws.
Now you're making me fucking. I'm gonna put this away.
Let the record show. I can't even remember the last time I had a weeknight drink. It was probably on one of these shows. So yeah, this is what I do. This is what I do for the crew.
You drop it.
And alpha watermelon too.
Wow.
I'll be honest, I am not a watermelon liquor guy. It's actually pretty gross.
Just drop that pass. What the fuck?
I tell you
That's
what,
not a foul.
Miami scores
You
here.
gotta be kidding me.
Yeah.
I think we got to jump on Jacksonville. Right?
Yeah. Right now they're plus 8.5.
No, I wouldn't want to grab the 8.5, and then Miami does what they did all first half and just marches right back down the field.
Yeah, but if they score here, what do you think they're giving? 13 and a hook?
I think so. The score 21-7. So if they were to score a touchdown, I'd have to figure 13 and a hook is a little wild. I'd have to assume it goes to 14.
Yeah. 9.5 right now. They just changed that.
Yeah, it's gonna have to go to 14.
Yeah.
Nice, Otter.
Chris, you're right. Chris Conley's absolutely terrible.
I agree with that.
It was such the right call, though, to be on Miami. I just don't know how you could have laid 3 points with this team. No matter what happens in the second half.
And I tell you what, depending how this game ends, I mean, Jay, you could see a lot of that this weekend because there is a lot of lines this weekend that are very, very, reactive to weeks 1 and 2. I mean,
I
if
agree.
Dallas plays Seattle week 1, that's 3, no doubt. Maybe
No
2.5. Maybe
Yeah.
2.5.
100%.
Yeah, but don't you? That's before you've seen the teams play, right? So now that you've seen them play, that you should adjust it, right? I mean,
I think.
But before you see them play, you have to make a guess on how good they are. But now that you've seen them play, now you can put a line on it.
Well, I'll tell you what, they were a point away from being 0-2, right? But they're still in my top 10 power ratings wise. I can't give up on them like that quickly, Dallas.
Yeah, I think I think that it's, and even like the KC Ravens game, like why is that 3.5?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
if you're Kansas City, you're like, are we joking? Like we won the Super Bowl. What have we shown that says that we need to be more than a field goal dog on the road?
You know what, though? What I will say is if you gave me a free bet at 3, as crazy as it sounds, I'd probably lay it. I just think that they're the most complete team in the league, I think, right now. That Kansas City defense is still a liability. And the biggest edge on the field is that Baltimore offense, I think, against that Kansas City defense. But I agree with you, though. I mean, 3.5, that line would never be that if that was a week 1 game ever.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking a little bit about it on the DFS show last week on Friday. That like the Ravens remind at least me specifically a lot. Remind me a lot of the Milwaukee Bucks, like a team that will wreak havoc on awful teams in the regular season, be a lot more competitive with good teams in the regular season, and then seemingly falter in the postseason. Now it's early, right? Lamar Jackson's still young in his career. But I mean, like, look, the Ravens blow out bad teams. And then, like, how many good teams have they actually blown out? And not to say that good teams will blow out a lot of teams anyway, but like I think a lot of us get enamored with how.
Well, what did you think about the Houston Texans last year? You think they
Well,
were
real
solid?
quick, JJ, they lost to the Browns last year.
The Ravens, yeah. Yeah, I think, like I said, I think that that line's a bit of an overreaction. It didn't open there; it opened 2.5. Money took it to 3.5.
Yeah.
I think that, and Twilight, to your point, like I definitely understand, where it's like, oh well, I've watched this team now, and now I can kind of adjust. But like, I mean, like, why wouldn't you want to adjust to how bad Seattle's defenses looked? I mean, New England,
You should.
New England just literally kept going up and down the field against them. And I mean, look, I get it.
I agree.
That offense has looked good. But the idea that Dallas can't keep up with them, I think is.
I said it on the show Wednesday with Holding the Man Gone. That Seattle defense is a real liability for that team.
Yeah. I mean, I love Jamal Adams back there, though. He's looked good. He's looked
Oh,
real
yeah.
good.
Yeah, he's a beast, that kid. He's a beast.
And like at this point, and like I'm such an overreaction guy, at least to target it, but like even I'm like, how does anybody bet Minnesota this week? Like, how do you even feel comfortable betting Minnesota this weekend?
Thank you, sir.
You can't.
I mean, like,
Thank you, sir.
even if you run the numbers and you're like, okay, well, this line's now shifted 6 points what it would have been week 1, maybe even 7 points what it would have been week 1. But like, man, this team looks completely out of sorts. Like, I mean, I know it's a week-to-week league, and maybe they bounce back a little bit, but woof, that secondary looks disgusting. Like,
What do you think about Detroit? They bet that number up from 3.5 to 6 right now, Bovada.
Yeah, so that's an interesting thing to me. So I was somebody that leaned Detroit versus Green Bay, leaned them enough to bet their team total over, which kind of got snagged there because it became a touchdown race for them, and they didn't need to kick the field goal once they already had 21. But I know some people got it at 20.5, which was good. But yeah, I mean, that's another thing you could say. Well, you have Miami. I mean, Miami. You have Arizona, who's now getting a little extra love in the market, right? Somewhat deservedly so, but that much deservedly so? I don't know.
Definitely somewhat deservedly so. But six is a lot for sure.
Yeah, JJ, I'm with you. I put in our chat that,
Go ahead, 20.
Minnesota is terrible. Like, I broke them down. I spent the whole day breaking them down. They're bad. I mean, and not only are they bad, they're not confident. They look like crap. So it's like, yeah, I like Tennessee this week.
We were talking earlier, Jay, about you would like Atlanta 0-2 goes home 3-point favorite against a team led by a quarterback that shouldn't be on the field. Historically, a really good get right spot for the Atlanta Falcons. But like, how could you possibly lay the 3 with how bad that defense has been? I mean, Trubisky might even score against that team at will.
Yeah, I think so that would be your only logic is, hey, look, I know Atlanta's DVOA is terrible, arguably one of the worst defenses in the league. But look, it's Mitch Trubisky, right? I mean, you know Atlanta's going to score.
Yeah. Yeah.
They just fucking ran the ball there?
The market corrected that line on Cincinnati. I thought 6.5 was too many points. Now it's down to 4.5, 4.
Unfucking believable.
Yeah, it'll probably keep moving too. I can't see. This is the type of shit I can't stand. If you're Miami, literally they haven't stopped you all game. Why are you huddling up to the line to not even go for it, to eat the delay game, to hope to draw them off sides?
Yeah.
Go for it. You know Jacksonville's going to move the ball on offense.
Yeah, you're 0-2. I mean,
you're 0-2 at your opponent's 40. And now you're at the 45, obviously, but you're at your opponent's 40. You needed 1 yard.
Yeah, you just put Jordan Howard in the game and you run it right up the gut.
And of course, to stick it up my ass, they pin him inside the 2.
What do you think if Devontae Adams plays and Michael Thomas is out, right? Do you not now? That line was 4.5 on Monday night while the Saints Raiders game was happening. We said it. I was like, man, I should grab this 4.5, but I still don't know what's going to happen with Thomas, and I'm still not certain on if Devontae Adams is going to play. Assuming that Thomas doesn't play and Adams does play, like, how do you not take the 3 with Green Bay?
So I think the only thing you could argue
is what
Saints are a different team in the dome, right? We kind of all know that. Yeah. But I mean, the other thing for me, like I said, quietly, and we mentioned this in our chat, like quietly, very, very quietly, the Saints averaged 7.4 yards per play against the Raiders. Like that didn't. I mean, like if you watch the game, you're like, wow, what a dominating game by the Raiders. But like, look at the box score. The Saints on limited plays, lacking time of possession, really moved the ball downfield, throwing and running. And it wasn't like a whole lot of garbage time pickup either. So, their offense is going to come to play. In Green Bay, look, they play Minnesota, who's clearly having fits. They play Detroit, another team defensively having fits. So, I don't
Were you surprised by how bad New Orleans defense looked? Now, I do think that the Raiders have an underrated offense, and I think that they have a chance at least to be in the top 10 all year offensively, and they're like 5th right now on Football Outsiders and Pro Football Focus. But I was still surprised to see how bad that New Orleans defense looked.
Yeah, I mean, it was surprising. I think ultimately a funnel defense like theirs, you're usually very good against the run, which makes them a little naturally better against the pass than they would be anyway, because you force a lot of 3rd and longs. But Oakland ran the ball well, which opened up some good third downs. And look, let's be honest. The truth of the matter was New Orleans had no answer for Waller.
That was all the air production all the passing yards were pretty much Waller. Like none of the receivers did much that game. Like it was
why would you when they stubbornly just keep Malcolm Jenkins, who's washed in coverage, right? The guy's washed, and they just leave them on there. They didn't make the adjustments. I was talking to my friend who was a Raiders fan, and it was like, wasn't it so nice to watch the other team be the one that's not making an adjustment while a tight end is just gashing them down the field?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it makes sense, right? I mean, if I'm Gruden, I just keep dialing up that play call. Oh, you're going to put slow old Malcolm Jenkins on Darren Waller, one of the best athletes in the league, like just all day. And they didn't make the adjustment. And that's funny because it's an ex-Raiders head coach. Dennis Allen is the defensive coordinator of the Saints.
Boys in the chat like the Saints this week. I mean, the line opened at 6, although I didn't see 6 anywhere. But I'm looking right now, and supposedly the line opened at 6, and it's 3 now. I mean, it's tough.
Is that 6 like a before the season line?
I don't know.
I didn't see it either. I mean, Bookmaker has week 4 lines up, so I mean, maybe it was, a week and a half ago.
I thought it was 4.5 the first time that I saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the true opener was, but I'm sure they came out with a look-ahead line before week 2's games.
Yeah.
But what's it called? Yeah, I mean, look, Packers are going to make a lot of sense there. Saints are what they are in the dome. But
JJ,
yeah,
are you going to fade the Raiders with me off that huge win on Monday night?
So here's my only issue. Like, it does make a lot of sense to back New England in the spot. I guess ultimately the over makes more sense, though, right? I mean, ultimately points should be scored.
That's my favorite total of the week.
Points should definitely be scored.
What's up, El Capo? How you doing, buddy?
What do you think about Tampa Bay and Denver?
So that's an interesting game, right? Because ultimately the question you have to ask yourself is how much of a downgrade, or if you're crazy enough, upgrade is Driscoll from Locke. I think that could be an ugly game, right? I mean, Denver's defense, even without Von Miller, still looks decent through the first 2 weeks. They're definitely a better team at home. It just has the makings of an ugly game.
Yeah.
How about Jacksonville unable to handle this pressure from Miami? Like up front?
I thought that this week was a tougher week than last week.
You definitely have your weekly traps, right? Your, at least, not traps per se, but your weekly like lines. But yeah, I mean, tough week.
Do you think the Rams are as good as they've looked through 2 weeks? Are you surprised with how good they've played?
I think that, and of course, Conley gets a catch and it's coming back probably. I think that here's the thing. I think the Bills have shown nothing to say they shouldn't be a field goal or bigger favorite in this game. But the Rams, I mean, look, the Rams won a toss-up game against the Cowboys. Then they win against the Eagles, who also look beat up. Second road game in the East in a row for them. They did travel back and forth this week. Don't know how that you'll play that into handicapping. But needless to say, like, I mean, the Bills look excellent. I mean, what's Allen's numbers are what, like 700 yards and 6 touchdowns through 2 games, something like that?
Most passing yards in the league.
Yeah,
I know it's Jets Dolphins, but woof, looks good.
That's my only worry, is that pass defense gets cranked up this week, and if he just goes to the old Josh Allen we remember and he can't throw the ball, I don't think Devin Singletary and Zach Moss are going to be able to do anything to win that game.
Is that Miami ball? Yeah, it is.
So now we'd have an interesting situation, Jay, because assuming Miami punches this in, is it too late to want to bet Jacksonville live? They're going to be throwing against prevent defenses. I'd almost prefer maybe Jacksonville's team total now versus them to hang in. Oh, I guess pending the penalty. I don't know what the penalty is, but
live team total right now. Yeah, it's off the board right now.
Who forces the fumbles at Van?
16 and a half.
16 and a half. So that's I don't know how much that actually matters because if Miami scores a touchdown here, Jacksonville's not going to be kicking field goals anymore.
16 and a half should be covered.
No.
I think 16 and a half is in play if Miami kicks a field goal here. Um,
15 and a half at FanDuel.
Those numbers are the same though, right? Ultimately.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, I think that's been the underrated thing about Miami. Like, they played New England and Buffalo pretty tough 2 weeks in a row.
That's what I said at the beginning of the game. Yeah.
I mean, it's nothing against Jacksonville. They've looked good, but I mean, it's Miami just played better people.
I'd also say they have the better coach in this game.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like,
Flores is good.
by a mile.
Where was Marone before? Buffalo?
Right?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
I mean, there's still no excuse for the Jacksonville team from what we've seen for 2 weeks to have 7 points right now, almost going into the fourth quarter.
Oh, well, that's true. That's true. But I think I blame the play call going into the half on the 3rd and 5 where they ran a toss because they were going to go on 4th down. What was that about?
Yep.
What are you doing? Just keep throwing the ball.
Wait, that guy got ejected?
I didn't even see what he did. What did he even do?
That's what I'm wondering the same thing, JD. Like, what did he do to get ejected? That's what they're saying in the chat. They're saying, how soft is this world that you get ejected for that?
Does Gesicki still have 1 catch?
Yeah. Or wait, no, he's talking basketball game. Paul Millsap just got tossed.
Wait, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, our play's fucked.
I'm pretty sure he got tossed. It's the way he was going to the fucking locker room.
Oh, that's pass interference.
I love how the dude gets up and he's like, nope, didn't touch him. Like,
Wasn't me.
Like, bro.
I mean, he's hugging him.
My Bet365 is doing something weird. It's like popping back and forth as the seconds come off the clock. It's really annoying. I tried fucking refreshing it, but it keeps on doing it.
Gesicki's receptions is 1.5 minus 140.
So he needs to.
Well, probably
every time they throw the ball,
they score here, they're gonna just run the ball like crazy.
Yeah.
That and plus every time they throw the ball at him, he's on the ground because they just tackle him before the ball gets there.
Come on, stop him on this shit.
12 receptions through 2 weeks. I'm really surprised that he's got 1 catch.
Nice tackle.
Especially with how bad Jacksonville's defended tight ends. Everyone and their mother gave out that prop today, though.
Lauren Sisler, you are a beautiful woman. God bless ESPN.
I tell you what, Miami is just not going to give up this run game, huh?
No. How many carries does Gaskin have now, T? We were talking about 16 and a half. Did he fly over?
He has 14.
Oh, wow. He's looking strong to get 16 and a half.
You want to know how many rushing yards Chris Thompson has?
How many?
-1.
Yeah, that's a great call. Great call by you.
I can't believe they posted that. That dude doesn't run the ball.
How about a design Fitzpatrick draw?
Yeah.
It's like
All right,
saying
so
Jay.
let me look at what we got for live totals. So here's my issue with the 16.5, Jay. And like I said, like you literally need 2 touchdowns. It's the same as 20.5. And this team's
Was that even catchable?
So what do? You wait, maybe they get stopped again and get it to the point where you only need 1 score in garbage time?
His celebration was to lay on top of the center and scream in his face.
Miami on FanDuel is minus 100,000.
Oh, is that it? Oh, I'm in.
Offsetting.
That's a lock right there.
Yeah, put me in for 100 at minus 100. At
Fourth
minus
and 2,
100.
though. That's a problem. I don't want him to kick it.
Well, what do you think if they get in the end zone, they go for 2?
They have to.
Okay. Well, the total's 14.5 minus 102 at FanDuel. So a touchdown and a 2-point conversion puts you over.
Oh, now it's 4th and 4. What?
Do we get a Tua sighting if this game gets out of hand for Miami and they just say we're pulling the starters?
Over plus 105.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're them, how do you not go for 2, right, Jay? I mean, at least the first time.
Yeah.
Oh wait, they're down 21. Are they down 21 or
Huh?
28-7, right?
oh,
28-7.
so it's 21? So
Yeah, you
21.
don't go
No,
for
they probably won't go for. I thought for whatever reason I thought they were down 24. So no, they probably won't go for 2. I'll be honest. I was kind of hoping Jacksonville would show more life earlier. We can dabble for a half unit, Jay, if we want.
What about Gaskin's rushing attempts over 16.5 with a 21-point lead and fucking a quarter to go? How does he not run the ball 3 times?
The only way he doesn't is if they put in Breda, because with the lead. Only way he doesn't get there.
Yeah, they put in Breida because they don't want to kill him.
It's super juiced, man. But man, but you know what though? I mean,
can you get a Minshew passing attempts?
Let's go, Jamal Murray.
You would hate to see Gaskin get 8 more carries and you're just sitting there kicking yourself in the fucking teeth.
Where the fuck?
So Minshew's pass attempt is 35.5, which is probably like another 15.
Yeah, he's sitting at 20. You got to think they throw it on every down, right?
Probably, yeah. They have to. And at some point in this game, it might be now, they're going to hit the prevent and let them catch 3-yard passes all day.
They might start that prevent now, Jay. There's just not enough time. If they start the prevent now, there's just not enough time for them to come back.
How many does he need?
He needs 16 to cash. 16 attempts.
I mean,
we could even look at his receivers' receptions.
They're all basically what they were pregame.
Yeah, and
how many drives? How many drives do you think you need to get 16 attempts?
I mean,
3. At least 2, right? I mean, even if they have a 12-play drive where he throws it every drive, like you need at least 2, but 3 would probably be more realistic, right? Assuming that they get a few first downs. Fitzpatrick not throwing a pick has been, I think, one of the most impressive things. That dude, you could just lock him in weekly for a pick.
Yeah.
Is that Conley? Like, why does he get targeted so often?
Did he catch it?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. They had his receptions just set at 1.5 plus 170. So that's 1.
You know what? I really don't care if this rushing attempt prop is juiced. I just think the game situation he's gotta get 3 more carries. He's got to.
Miami's already
Turn
in
that
prevent.
fucking ball.
What'd you say?
Miami's already in prevent. They're basically letting everything within 10 yards work. Oh, well, now they're not. Now they switch. Now everybody's a lot closer to the line. Jesus.
Yeah, they crossed midfield in 2 plays. It's like, all right, everybody up the line.
Yeah, that passing attempts play was probably a good call, man. And
45.5 live. Oh, yeah.
if they get in quick here too, we'll probably be kicking ourselves at that 14.5 total.
JJ, some of the boys are they're still alive at that 28.5.
It doesn't surprise. UAB will score those points in 18 minutes and then go cold the rest of the half.
It's fucking crazy. It's like, why didn't they wait to do this in the second half? Fucking pricks. I'm gonna have to fucking bust out my voodoo doll and stab it in the balls a couple times for UAB being a cunt.
Oh wow, that was a touchdown.
Jay,
What?
I think you got to start wearing the Alabama hat, bro,
Why?
because they play on Saturday and they're gonna smash Mizzou in the face. So I'm gonna need you to wear that on the show Saturday. Cool.
Are they gonna beat them with a bag of dicks?
They're gonna take a
Imagine
bag
Minshew
of
overthrowing
fucking
that.
concrete dildos and
Imagine-
beat them over the head with them.
Imagine overthrowing that by 3 yards.
Like, there was no one even near the dude. Like,
Everybody on the show, everybody on the show completes that pass.
I don't know about that one. You
I
got a
don't
guy
know.
coming down on you like that.
Oh, did he get hit as he threw it?
Yeah, there was a guy coming in on him. Like, he wasn't just standing back there on his own. Like, it was
Oh.
throw it and tuck because you're about to get fucked up.
Okay. I'll be right back.
that's why he's the best in the game. Spread.
Oh gosh.
No, he's got the basketball game on. Here he goes.
Let me ask you this, Spread. With everybody that's left, like, is there a team you're rooting for to win it all?
I mean, pretty much because I'm a Kings fan, it's anybody but LeBron. But it looks pretty inevitable.
God, they
that
knocked
this is
out
their year.
so many years during that Kobe run.
Yeah.
The Bibby, Peja, Vlade.
Oh yeah, it was so painful.
Then you guys got cheated that 1 year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very excited for the game Saturday. If Alabama can continue to cash first half team totals and first half spreads, it's going to be a real fun season.
Oh, yeah.
I think that I think that's the best quarterback Saban's ever had in Tua. Now I don't know who. I mean, I don't know who's replacing him now.
They got a young kid, Bryce Young, who's going to be a stud, but it's going to be Mac Jones for now.
But yeah, Jones was competent. But look, Tua brought the Saban team to a whole nother level offensively.
And you got to give Saban credit for being normally a run first defense guy and then saying, "Wait a second, I got a stud here. Let's open it up."
Yeah, but that Tua team didn't even make the college football playoffs. So
yeah, but that was more their defense, though, right, man? I mean, ultimately they got shellacked by LSU.
Tua got hurt, right?
Well, they made it
Tua
to his first
year.
Well, Tua won him the championship.
If you guys want to talk about something being rigged, those are Alabama losses. Rigged. Okay? There's a lot of money going fucking Alabama's way, so they throw games. Yeah, I said it. I believe it.
I'm interested to see how LSU looks. Obviously, a lot of turnover in that squad.
They better be careful with Mike Leach that they don't go down early.
Yeah, like Mike Leach is another one. Like
he doesn't belong in the SEC.
Dude lose. Like, I mean, look, sure, he did great at Washington State, and obviously he was good in the Big 12 for years, but like never like won anything ever.
Great interviews though.
Yeah, no, he's definitely good in front of a mic.
How do you recruit if you're in Palouse, Washington?
Well, he's gotten guys to the show, so he has a track record of getting guys to the NFL. That's the biggest.
He's in Pullman. It's called Pullman out there.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
What a stupid fucking pass interference. He was not catching that at all, you moron. How many times did your mother drop you on your fucking head? Prick. I'll fucking see you in hell, son of a bitch.
That's probably the end of this game right there.
Your hand was already all over him, moron.
Did he really hold it? Oh, no, it dropped it. He didn't pick that off. Oh, but that was fourth down anyway, right? Oh, no, it was 3rd and 11, right? So they'll get the ball back. He dropped that.
Okay. Calm down. Have some of your vitamin water. It's very good for you. Not. Where did Jay sneak off to? Went to go get a fucking
chicken parm, Max.
No, tonight he's probably getting fucking mozzarella sticks. Fucking Mangone's been fucking in his head. Mangone loves his mozzarella sticks. That son of a bitch. I hope his Celtics lose. So yeah, Jay, do you see my improved light? Yeah, good lighting in here over here, bro.
Wow, you know what I did know? I just noticed now that you mentioned it.
Some good lighting. Someone sent me some lights. Set them up.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, it looks bright. You could see your blemishes.
Yep, you can see the mosquito bites on my face that I got tonight. It's real fucking in-depth for all the guys that have a little bit of closet tendencies and want to take them out by looking at me.
So, fellas, just when we thought this could be the worst Thursday night game we got,
next week.
Anyone want to take a guess at next week?
The Jets are on. I know that.
The Jets and the fucking Broncos.
Yeah,
that'll be a snooze fest.
Are they trying to like tell you guys to watch college football instead? Is that like the subliminal message that the NFL is sending?
I mean, the schedule came out before the NBA announced. I would have thought that maybe they're like, oh, we don't want to go against the NBA playoffs and we'll just stack it towards the end. But I think that they made the schedule beforehand. So I don't know. Maybe they have something where like all the teams have to be on. So they're just getting rid of all the crappy ones first.
Yeah, I think that they have a commitment to put like every team in prime time like twice.
Yeah, that's so they're just getting rid of all these games. So by December, right, they're all rocking.
Yeah, which includes Thursday, Sunday, and Monday.
Yeah.
And then because then once they get to like week 14, 15, they can start to move games into Sunday night, like whatever game they want.
Yeah, they flex that. Yeah.
But yeah, like at least you could. I mean, I guess it's funny because you could make the argument, right? Like you could be like, oh well, you could have put like the Chiefs on, but like imagine if the Chiefs Jets was a Thursday night game.
Yeah,
that'd be even worse than Denver.
I'd lay the 18.
And all those injuries in the NFL this past week, my God, so many.
So many, yeah.
I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about like how bad Adam Gase is. And it's like if you look back at like the Dolphins team he coached and look at like all the players he had from like Ryan Tannehill to Kenyon Drake to now Gesicki playing good. It's like all his players are out like performing now that he's gone.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just destroying the Jets roster now.
Well, he should be a coordinator. That's the issue.
Yeah, he should be an offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
They stopped him short, too. It's going to be Miami ball.
Yeah, I took a shot, even though I had to lay the juice. on over 16.5 rushing attempts. I just think the game script justifies the juice. If I don't get it, I don't get it.
Jay, do you hear what game we have next Thursday?
Yeah, Jets and Broncos.
Yep, it gets worse. Every week it gets worse.
But wait, it gets worse. JJ, did you see the French Open draw?
I haven't looked at it yet. Anything pop out?
Dominic Thiem got a bulldozer of a draw. He'd have to beat 4 former Grand Slam champions to win the title.
Really?
It's just ridiculous.
He's good on clay, though. That's for sure.
Yeah, he is. It's just so funny how these draws work out.
Who scored the first touchdown tonight?
Preston
guy.
Williams.
Yeah, I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, we threw the normal half unit on each guy.
What is going on with Rondo's hair? How long has he had his hair like that?
Do you know what his number one hobby is? I guess the guy's really weird. He hella enjoys roller skating.
Ugh.
Didn't he have his hair braided recently? Like, it looks
Yeah,
like
he did.
Like, how do you go to a barber and you're like, yeah, I want. Like, it legitimate looks like he's got a bowl on his head.
It looks like he got the Bam Adebayo haircut.
So yeah, I made my first fucking play on the show tonight.
What play was that?
I took the Gaskins over 16.5 rushing attempts because the only play I really liked other than the Dolphins team total, which I told people about on the show, but it had moved the point, was the play that you had on the sheet in the Dolphins. So I didn't really like much. So the guys put a couple. Shame on me, though, for not betting that team total.
Shame on you, Jay. Shame on you.
Yeah, I know.
Send me $50 to my PayPal.
But I didn't cost you any money, though.
Listen, you got to pay for the shame.
You didn't know that, Jay?
No, I didn't. Now I'm aware now, though. Thanks for that.
Yeah. You just hit that link. You know what to do.
Imagine Jacksonville challenging this. Dude's like a yard and a half short.
Looks like I'm going to be fucking ass fucking deep in this fucking game now. Fuck. Why don't you guys both just lay down and die, you sons of bitches? Fuck. You caught a touchdown versus a team you guys destroy every year. What is so fucking special about it? Yeah, that's a stupid kick.
All right, let's get these 3 attempts by Gaskin and get this over with.
You only need 3 more?
Over 51.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're good. I mean, that's a bad beat if you don't get it.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I guess they could put Breida in, but I'll roll the dice that he gets 3 in the next 15 minutes.
I think to really assure it, you just need one Jacksonville score. Because I don't know how they're going to come out here, but could be Breida.
Yeah, it could be.
Yo, Twist, you're gonna love that fucking Joey Works fucking sauce, babe, bro. It's good shit.
I mean, are they really still throwing the ball right now? And losing 5? Yikes.
They're going to still throw it. At least throw it to Gesicki.
He's coming. He's coming. There's a moment.
And Breida's in the backfield, too.
That must be like such a good feeling. Like you're a linebacker, your job is to just spy the quarterback for the play. And like next thing you know, it's a boot and he's just 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Free sack. Thank you.
How many points does Caruso have, D?
3. That shot by MPJ was nice. That step back 3.
That dude can play.
We need a Rondo assist to Caruso in the corner for 3.
I'll be honest, Jay, for you who wants Gaskin, not a bad settle there. Because if you could just get a score from Jacksonville, I think you only see Gaskin hold the ball to end this game.
Yeah.
Twist. That's gonna be fucking sweet. I could use some ribs right now. Fuck.
D.D. Westbrook, that dude has fallen from grace. Remember when he was going to be like up and coming?
Yeah. I remember I rostered him in season-long fantasy a couple times. And just
Wasn't there one year he was catching a lot of touchdowns for Bortles? For at least like 4 weeks, he caught a touchdown like every week.
Bortles.
Remember when there was a time people said he was a good quarterback?
Yeah.
We'll see him next Thursday night.
God.
He'll be starting for Denver. He'll be starting for Denver.
It's not going to be my boy Driscoll?
Nope.
Oh, no.
Jay, did you look at any college on Saturday?
I haven't, no, but I'm done with the majority of my UFC stuff, so I will tonight. You like a lot of games?
I mean, I had 3 from earlier in the week.
I saw they canceled your dad's game.
Duke?
No, wasn't he talking about the Notre Dame game?
He was saying he might have mentioned it, but he wasn't. The game he gave away was the Duke game.
Yeah, like the last minute and a half, I thought he was talking about that South Florida game.
I'm trying to think. He might have compared it, saying that something about South Florida not playing with contact, comparing that to Virginia.
Right. Oh yeah, that might have been it.
Auburn,
big boys play this weekend.
Yeah, all the SEC. I might viral. I'd much prefer 7 there, but I'm not against Auburn. I'm definitely not going to be on the other side. I can promise you that. So the LSU game, there's just so much turnover on both sides. New head coach on one side, new offensive coordinator, new quarterback, new wide receiver, new running back for LSU. Like, it's just a whole refresher for LSU. Like a complete format from last year. I'll tell you what, Corey, though, like last year, and Jay and I did this a lot last year because I used to do the live show Friday nights for college and even sometimes on Saturday mornings. Like for college, too, sometimes the lines move so much consistently that you can happily wait and just fade the movement closer to game time.
Yeah.
That's what I do. It's called dart throwing. That's what I do on Saturdays. It's hilarious.
There's really nothing wrong with it.
The FCS whisperer, Maxwell Smart.
Yo, week 5's coming up, Jay. Can't wait till it's FCS versus FCS of what's left. Half of them, fucking 3/4 of the teams aren't playing.
Did he really just throw that ball to the ground? Fucking Minshew is in disarray.
I mean, he would have walked for the first down.
100%. What are you thinking there? Yeah, I definitely wouldn't be back in Kentucky.
Oh, playing Auburn? Hell no. In football?
Yeah.
Zach Conley again. Why do they love him so much? I say love him so much. He's got 2 catches, but I mean,
He should have a touchdown if he didn't overthrow him.
What do you think about Pittsburgh, Tyler? The Panthers?
In football?
Yeah, your hometown. What do you think about?
I think they lose this week. This week spells they lose. Ranked opponent coming in. They're off a win. They have a mobile quarterback. That spells a pit loss right there.
yeah, Miami's just very content with letting them catch these 8-yard passes, and our boy is just piling up pass attempts.
Yeah.
I think he's at 30, 31 or 32 already.
Yep. That was a great call. Boy, they're just begging you to bet Cincinnati minus the 13.5, huh?
Well, I tell you what, it wasn't 13.5 a few days ago, Jay. It was actually like 11 a few days ago.
Oh, okay.
You're seeing 13?
13 and a hook right now on FanDuel.
Miami versus Florida State?
No, Cincinnati Army.
Oh, you mean they're begging you to bet? Wait, which team they beg? Because you said begging you to bet Miami. Did you mean
No,
Cincinnati?
no. I said they're begging you to bet Cincinnati minus the 13.5.
I'll be honest, I don't know. Army's looked like a fucking powerhouse through 2 weeks.
They have looked good. The defense looks.
Go Army. Jay, why are your glasses reflecting from the screen?
Because the fucking laptop's in front of my face.
Get some fucking sunglasses.
Yeah, let me go out. Let me go do that. Oh,
Get me a fucking
that's
chicken
weird,
tender
bro.
fucking package.
no, it's not. What?
Get me some chicken tenders while you're at it also.
I may or may not have Popeye's chicken tenders sitting on the stove right now.
That is fantastic to hear. That is fantastic to hear. I hope that you eat it and enjoy every bite. I like Army also, Corey. I wish I got 14.5. I didn't even bet it yet.
Yeah, Army's looked really good.
I'm going to wait till 5 minutes before the game starts to bet it. My ass is so clenched right now for this football game. Fuck.
What did that Cincinnati line open at? Because, like, I'm thinking the public sees
He was
Cincinnati.
down.
The public sees Cincinnati hang like what 60 last week.
Bullshit.
I'll tell you what, early indications have everybody betting Army early on.
I'm going to get fucking beat by it.
But I think it opened 13 flat. Maybe 13.5. It was probably 13 for like a second. Maybe 14.5 spouted up for a bit.
That's pass interference. Get in the end zone and get me those fucking rushing attempts.
I was about to say, if they don't get in here, like if they don't get that automatic first down, I don't think they were getting in there. That just spelled like they were just gonna sit on the one, go 4th and goal, and not get it.
Max, I don't know about those automatic Alabama first half covers anymore, bro.
Jay, don't you say anything about Alabama, all right?
I know, but there's nobody on that roster that's going to start. I mean, Jones is not Tua, bro.
The only big
good.
We had shit quarterbacks for fucking many years before that and still won. We'll fucking do it with the running.
The only big thing you have, Jay, is much like the NFL, right? Week 1 SEC play. Who do you want?
Yeah.
You want the best coaches.
True.
With the best hair.
Don't get me wrong. Matt Jones is good. I think he's a good quarterback.
He's not as mobile, though. He's not as mobile. Like, here's the thing. Like, Saban elevated his game to a whole other level when he hired Kiffin to be an offensive coordinator a few years ago. Then it was that's when Alabama made that 180 from like a good defensive team that just really grinds teams out and wins low-scoring games where Alabama winds up winning by a few touchdowns to Alabama literally winning by 45 points every week.
Right. And covering the first half spread like 10 of 11 weeks by a touchdown. Easy.
Yeah.
Did they miss the extra point, bro? Wow.
They missed a fucking extra point.
Yeah, they did, Twatty.
You have to be fucking kidding me.
We have 49. What is it, 42? Or would it
Are
be
you
42?
kidding me?
49 flat he had, yeah.
Well, they'll go for 2 if they score again.
Yeah, they'll definitely.
I'm going to go back on mute.
They got to put Gaskin, they got to put him in the game now, right?
I would figure. I mean, Gaskin seems to do a lot of their pass catching work too, though. But yeah, I would figure. Yeah, makes sense.
What do you think about Baylor this week? What do you think about Baylor this year?
I'll be honest, it's not a team I've looked too much into. So I can't really speak on or against them. This week, though, I'd probably lean Kansas if I can get it. If I can get a better number than 17.5. I mean, I know Kansas competed a few times last year. That just feels like a big number. I know they lose against Coastal Carolina, and everybody's probably like, oh, blah, blah, blah. But, I think Kansas had a bye, right? So they got a few extra weeks to prepare for this one.
Yeah, man, I gotta really study up on college football. I've been like all NFL and UFC heavy, spending so much time on that. But now it seems like everybody's back now, right? I know the Pac-12 just agreed to play a 7-game season, but Big Ten starts what? The weekend of the October 23rd, I think.
Big Ten. Yeah.
Yeah. Has it been over or under heavy the first couple weeks in college football?
Probably somewhere in between. I don't have the exact against the spread numbers, but it feels somewhere in the middle.
Any basketball live bets? I haven't watched the game, if I'm being honest.
I mean, everything's pretty close to what the numbers closed at. I'm seeing the Nuggets plus 7.5 right now. The under's 221. Tyler and I had talked about jumping on the under earlier. But I don't know. I think these numbers seem about right.
I do think you'll see some runs here, Jay. I hope it's Gaskin. I don't think Miami will screw this up again.
Yeah. Dwight Howard getting doubles again, huh? That's still a thing.
It's just ridiculous they let him do that.
Yeah, I was about to say, he looked like the old Dwight Howard tonight. He was just out there all over the place on the boards.
Are we 5 wide right now?
Are you kidding? With nobody in the backfield.
Are we 5 wide?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually happy they're 5 wide Throw the ball to Gesicki, goddammit.
I mean, I can't even believe what I'm fucking looking at.
Well, if I do it for Miami's fucked up. Backup tight end.
LeBron's going to have another
Dude, he got like kicked right in the gut with a spike.
playoff triple-double.
He's average.
Dude, he might get kicked in the nuts.
$19, 9, and 8 right now for LeBron with 9 minutes to play.
See that move Murray just did, Tyler?
Yeah, that was a nice move.
Yeah.
I rewatched that shot from earlier like 10 times already. I still don't know how he fucking made that.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Jokic is absolutely lost with what to do when guarding Anthony Davis.
Yeah, it's pretty terrible.
To be honest, how many dudes in the league can square him up?
3.
Yeah, I was about to say maybe.
I'm trying to think. Who would you say, Tyler, if you could pick anyone in the league to guard him? Who would you take? Rudy?
I hate to say his name. I hate to say his name because I've shit on him so much in the past couple weeks. But it's either got to be Giannis or Rudy.
Yeah, Giannis is a good pick too.
Giannis makes sense. Yeah, that's true.
I'm interested to see what Bam does next round against them.
What's up, Plenty of Fish? Oh, it used to be. Plenty of FTDDs.
Do you think he has a chance at guarding him?
Who?
Adebayo next round.
Oh, yeah. He'll be good.
I think that's going to be – because I was looking back on their games this year, and it was like the Lakers blew them out in the first game. And you look at the Heat starting lineup, like they had Myers Leonard still in there and everything. Then the second game, they only beat them by 3, and that was still before they picked up Jay Crowder. It's like this is going to be a series where you got to wait and see with these two teams, I think. Because you don't know how these two teams are going to match up. They haven't played with these two rosters like this.
Right.
Jay,
But Crowder's had a
one
steep
more.
decline in the last couple games.
Yeah, one more. They throw it here, you think, or you think they just take the time off?
You got to
Take
run
time
it.
off.
You got to run it here. I mean, I say that and they came out 5 wide before, but you gotta run it.
5.
Oh, was that a design? 'Cause he ran it.
It was fucking 5 wide, bro.
But, I mean, was it a designed run, though?
I honestly, I can't tell you. And he's been in the shotgun for both these carries.
Yeah.
I guess they're just trying to provide space. Get this. Oh, go ahead. Oh no.
I just love the roller coaster of emotions in about 3 seconds.
Oh no.
Well, add a completion.
Murray is so ridiculous.
This is what happens when you let professional basketball players shoot on the same hoop for months.
Yeah.
The rim gets about as ginormous as it can get for some of these guys.
You got to think Gaskin gets one more, right?
Yeah.
He should get one more. Yeah, especially if Jacksonville ends up scoring.
Uh-oh. Spread, you see what I see?
Yeah.
That was the one thing that I think could ruin the Lakers or the Lakers championship run, and it happened. Because we don't know how, but this could be bad. We know how he is. He's
I didn't
made
realize
glass.
Vogel was so big, seeing him standing next to Kidd.
That ankle never turned. He might have popped his Achilles.
Who?
Anthony Davis. That ankle didn't turn when it hit the ground.
I
It
think
stayed flat.
I think if he did, though, you would have seen a little different walk off from him. No, people tear their Achilles don't just walk like that.
I mean, Kobe walked off.
Yeah,
but
that's
he walked off,
super
he walked
painful.
off gingerly.
I mean, he was rolling around in pain, and then he kind of like hopped up. I mean, I hope he's all right, but Knowing his injury past.
Yeah, he's fragile.
And then didn't Kobe like drill 2 free throws at the free throw line?
Yeah, and
for spite.
then headed to Europe to go ahead and get all the steroids over there.
Yeah, I think we're good for one more carry.
I think you're good. I think you're good on a few different angles. I think if Jacksonville
All right,
ends up punting-
spread. The chat's asking, do we come in on Denver now?
I mean, how do we really know, dude? I mean,
let's wait and see what happens after this commercial.
yeah, I'm checking Twitter right now to see if because we're so far behind on these.
everybody just needs to relax. It'll just be more LeBron.
I love your fandom, JJ.
Dude, I had a friend in high school, like LeBron could do no wrong. Like you'd be in like a heated argument with this kid and have him beat, and he would just be like, "Fuck you, LeBron's better." And like,
listen, I could take the LeBron thing. The only thing I don't like about JJ is his fucking love for Tom Brady. It makes me want to fuck it. It makes me want to throw up. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean a perfect scenario for me, and I've dreamt it many times, is me sandwiched between LeBron and Brady.
Oh my God.
That's like a dream come true. Just the three of us all spooning.
Drinking White Claws.
Yeah, all three of us drinking White Claws.
What flavor? Watermelon, you think?
It won't be watermelon. Watermelon's gross. It's actually painful for me to drink this.
What's the best flavor, JJ?
For me, I enjoy lemon. White Claw lemon. Okay. That's been my favorite flavor. But I mean, I'm good with basically all of them. Like I'm okay. I mean, watermelon's my least favorite, but it's not. I mean, it's tolerable.
Twatty taking notes. Note to self: lemon. Get lemon.
Lemon's good.
I don't think Twatty's even with us anymore.
Spread, do you see some of these tweets on Twitter about Anthony Davis? Everyone's like, "Lord, take my ankle, give it to him."
You follow way more Lakers fans than me.
I just typed in Anthony Davis on the search thing and went the latest, and everyone's just like, "Take my ankle."
Yeah, here's about to be past attempt 36.
Sham said he's staying in the game.
In retrospect, that was a great call. We should
never mind. I just moved.
He did tweak it.
Like imagine getting sacked or rushing 4. Like why isn't there max protect with like 3 receivers going out? They continue to keep that running back out and run them deep.
That's because they're putting Chris Thompson out there and he can't block for shit. He's out there and catches the ball.
Well, what do you do if you're Jacksonville here? You got to go for it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. You have to. You have no chance of winning this game if you don't go for it right now. Wow, you could have got. When we were going over the lines earlier. -9.5 was plus 230 on the alternative line on Miami when they went up 7-0.
Spread, that shot didn't count.
It's ridiculous, dude. This refereeing's pissing me off.
Is that holding on the defense right there? 4th down, give it to Gaskin. Let's go. That has to be defensive holding in the backfield.
Offensive holding. Yeah, it has to be.
I'm sorry. Yeah, offensive. All right, boys.
Yeah, well, this should be nobody other than Gaskin.
Yeah, let's get this prop on.
Let's go, Denver. Get that shit.
How about this? Imagine, Jay, if they run out the clock and he took 2 sacks when you needed 1 passing attempt.
Oh my God, that's right.
This is
What's
good
up, Chris?
This is good for
Chris
you.
Brady in the chant. What's up, Chris?
Oh yeah, they punch it in for Twatty.
Yeah, this is good for the over. Really good.
He never.
I love how
got
Twatty's just sitting over there, screen muted. Like,
yeah, Twatty, where are you?
Cameras off. He's fucking full.
I had to go get some gas station food. I was clearly on tilt.
That's a Scrooge.
Ugh.
That's a
They
Scrooge.
just need to kick a field goal here and then able to score. That's all.
That's a Scrooge. Let's go.
There you go.
You got a blowjob on fucking Instagram. It was hilarious. Ah, made one. Jay, are the Mets making the
Max,
playoffs?
I couldn't even tell you what the New York Mets record was, bro. It's baseball.
Okay. Yeah, I knew, but I thought that you'd say something different, and then I'd be able to say
I know
what I
what he
really
was
want
going
to
for
say.
there.
But
Max, what are the odds that you tail me on a play this weekend? You think 1.5%?
I think that's putting it high.
probably
That's why I say he
zero.
ain't betting football.
Not NFL. Yeah.
Imagine Jacksonville like jumping.
Oh shit.
You know, it's funny. It's like we sit here and we're like, yeah, imagine Jacksonville doing this, imagine Jacksonville doing that. Like 2 weeks ago, this was by far the worst team in football.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was the course correction, and which, like you say, we might see that a lot this week. We might see that a lot this week. I mean, there definitely won't be where they are next week, where they are for me right now. They look bad, man. Like, how does this team? Everybody thinks the Titans are going to the playoffs. How were the Jaguars -2 in turnovers last week and lost the game by a field goal?
You mean +2 in turnovers?
Yeah, I'm sorry, +2 in turnovers. Yeah, the Titans were -2 in turnovers and they still lost by a field goal.
Yeah, I think there's that stat, right? Like what over the last 10 or 15 years, or even historically, if in the NFL, if you lead, if you're plus in turnovers, you win like 78% of games.
Yeah, and the Jags only lost by 3. We were talking about that earlier, Tyler and I. You got to figure that the Titans should be in control of that game in Minnesota in the second half, right? I mean, as long as they don't hang a ridiculous number on Henry's rushing attempts again, he's got to be live to hit it. They can't keep hanging 21.5 the way that they feed him the ball.
Yeah, you would definitely think.
And there's no second back on that team that's going to take carries from him unless he gets hurt.
This should be a Miami field goal. They have every reason in the world to kick this field goal to go up 3 possessions.
Yeah, Twatty, you're live if Jacksonville could get in late garbage time.
I mean, they're not really going to go for this, right? They're going to kick the field goal?
They have
Don't
to.
fuck with me. They're not going for it.
They have to kick the field goal.
What are they doing? Are you kidding me?
Oh my God, he's in the huddle.
Well, they're gonna run this down and probably take a timeout with 1 second left.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to kick a field goal here.
If they go for this, I feel bad for anything that's on that desk in front of Twatty.
Twatty said I had to go get gas station food.
Well, I'm already pissed enough they missed the extra point. I mean, that's it right there. I mean,
Well, you're looking. Well, if they get the field goal here, though,
I know.
It's no harm, no foul, really.
I know.
In his defense, though, Jay, it is gas station food, but it's kind of like your Wawa. So it's like going and getting like them like making your sandwich, bringing it out to you and shit.
Well, and it was 28. There was 28 points to going into the halftime. The fuck is the defensive battle was broken out here.
And you know what? The total in this game moved about 4.5 points. And even if you got the opening line, you still haven't cashed the over in this game.
Right.
Yeah, if you bet this right at open, you saw about 4.5 points of CLV.
Yeah.
And you still need a backdoor touchdown to cover, which is crazy considering the first half there was live totals I saw of like 60 in the beginning of the first half, and then somewhere in the first half. Well, you got that. You needed that, so we got 34. Yeah, you just needed the 6.
They had 20,
score touchdown for 20.
21 at the beginning of the second quarter.
Well, it was and 28. Yeah, 28 at half.
Imagine crushing that line move, and you still need a backdoor touchdown here.
And with absolutely zero chance to middle, like you're either going to win it or you're going to lose it, even if you middled late.
Yep.
Paul Millsap, I see you.
I was about to say the Nuggets just won't go away.
Imagine they tie this series.
I don't think so, man. This refereeing's been pretty hard.
Yeah,
to
the
overcome.
referee, they're playing two teams.
I mean,
right
it's
now.
just
I like our chances here with Minshew having 4 downs the whole way down. I know he had 4 downs last possession, so that doesn't look good. But yeah, I would say we're probably JJ 50-50. We get a touchdown here, 40%.
As far as like odds go, you're probably like 1 to 2 to cash. I mean, 2 to 1 to cash plus 200. But yeah, I mean, Miami's going to let them get. Miami should, if they just take what they'll give them. I mean, Miami will let them complete 10-yard passes the whole way down.
We need it. Did Caruso hit yet? I know he was like 3 or 4 points. So Thompson's looking good.
There's the Chenault receiving prop, I think, for many.
Dude, I was going to be so fucking pissed if that one didn't win. Because I was holding the 33.5, and then it jumped up to 49.5, and it was like, oh, I should be golden.
There's another Cole catch. Oh, no, 84. Yeah, 84 is Cole. Oh, man, one more Cole catch would be strong. I thought that was dead in the water.
Oh, Chenault hasn't cashed yet. His number was 33.5, and he's at 33.
Oh, my God, no way.
He got a decent chance.
Oh, there we go, Cole. Yeah, we get Scrooge, Jay.
What? We get Scrooge?
Oh, he gets hurt on that catch, but that's fine. 3.5.
Oh, no, that's not fine. Disclaimer, Rum Pure Bets disclaimer. We don't like to see anybody get hurt on the football field.
No, that's true. I take that back. I more or less meant it like if the injury was going to happen, at least let it happen after that happens.
Yeah, that's a Scrooge. We could be barring a fucking nightmare.
Did he? Oh no! Oh, I was going to say because it looked like the wind just got knocked out of him. But
I think he's fine. The defender's who's hurting, I think.
Yeah, Cole looks pissed off though. Like maybe is it possible he like broke a rib of sorts? I mean, like, I know he looked like he took a helmet right off the ribs.
It's a big hit.
That's big, bro. That Cole prop's big. Barring a nightmare, we'll get the Dolphins +3 home.
Now let's get Laviska there for you, Ty.
I just need one catch for half a yard.
I'll tell you what, I know Fitz has been good, and he's always had this kind of thing the last few years where he starts the year off so good, right? I can't wait to see Tua.
What do you think Fitzpatrick's teaching him all the bad habits? It's like you just like he's like, what do I do in this situation? You just fucking throw it on the sideline, kid.
Throw it in double coverage.
Just whip it to your best receiver, no matter the situation.
I just like to me like the Tua thing is, and I make the comparisons a lot to Burrow, like in terms of, Burrow was somebody who got neglected for a bunch. Like Tua didn't get neglected for a bunch, but Tua began to get neglected once he got hurt before this draft. But he was a unanimous number 1 overall pick. Like it was tank for Tua. I mean, dude's got legs.
Wait till you see Bryce Young at Alabama, JJ.
Is it another dual threat?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to check him out.
You're gonna love him if you like Tua.
So what happened to his brother? He's like third on the depth chart.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure. Well, yeah, because I'm pretty sure Bryce Young's second string now. Mac Jones is first string, so his brother has to, third string.
Those collisions like that full speed are so fucking scary.
Remember when Deshaun Jackson and Desmond Trufant ran into each other like that and they both knocked each other clean out?
Oh my god, yeah.
And like Trufant had memory loss from the hit.
I remember Reggie Bush used to take some bad hits.
I remember that one dude for the Eagles crushed him off like the halfback when he pitched it outside to him, and he crushed him right as he caught it.
Now that is an NFL throw, my lord.
Oh, he left. Okay, nice, Larry. I didn't know that. Good to know.
That's the worst throw I've seen in a while.
Wow.
Don't tell me it was picked.
Yeah, of course it was on the one.
Come on. Can anything else go wrong?
Why are you throwing up jump balls to like? Why do they love Conley so much?
On the one. Oh my God. What'd they do with all their timeouts?
They spent them on the last drive.
They used them on the last drive.
What a terrible throw. I mean, is it over? I mean, you get the 2-minute warning, no timeouts. Could get the ball midfield for a Hail Mary or no?
You could.
I don't know how much. Was it 35 seconds or 40 in between?
I think 40.
Yeah, that's a problem.
We're going to need a 3-and-out. If they get one first down, game over.
Yeah, I don't even know if they need a first down.
Well, you're going to get the stop at the 2-minute warning.
Right.
So that's this play. So that's first down, second down, third down. You have like a minute left.
Yeah, probably like closer to like 30 seconds, right?
Well, if they get it at the 50, that's not terrible.
Imagine holding a Chenault ticket at 33.5 and he has 5 receptions for 33 yards.
How about this, Ty? Imagine, I mean, like literally.
And beating the line move by a mile, and he still doesn't get it.
He was 33.5 before the news broke. You get 33.5, and he's going to fall a half yard short. It's wild. I tell you what, though, I need to get myself a Keelan Cole jersey. Dude's a warrior.
Oh man, you are fucking disgusted if you got that fucking over 45.
Yeah, because you still beat a bunch of the movement. I mean, ultimately, here's the issue with the line the way it is. Well, I guess it would have been a bigger issue if the Dolphins scored. I mean, if the Jaguars scored, but like if you tease the over, you won. But if you tease the game, it doesn't really matter at this point if you teased it. But then again, who would have really teased Jacksonville through the 0? I guess people would have done it though, right?
Yeah, of course they would have.
Come on, Nuggets. I always hate when I'm on these shows. Like I know you guys are all ahead of me.
I'm always the most behind.
I was about to say the other one's ahead of everybody's Jay.
If I wasn't completely pissed off at this game, I might have already jumped off to enjoy the end. But this referee has just been ridiculous. I should have known.
Oh man, yeah, you're not gonna like that. That's questionable at best. Has it been like this all game spread?
Yeah, it's been pretty bad.
I mean, I don't,
that was a block. I mean, that one wasn't that bad. Yeah, because you have to call something there with both players hit the floor. I mean, and he definitely didn't have his feet set. That one wasn't that bad. I'm talking about earlier, like Murray's hitting like obvious continuations, and they're calling him off.
How did they let them get that run on 3rd and 8?
What? What is going? They let them get a first down?
Right up the middle. Right up the middle for 15,
Like 15.
bro.
All right, I'm out.
This fucking game. I hate this game.
Man.
So what?
Fucking twatty. I guess we'll sweat the last 2 minutes of this basketball game, and then we'll go.
You can put my Thompson play on the board.
There you go, T. Put it on the board. Let's go.
Imagine never sweating a total under 9.5.
I know, right?
A running back.
Did he even get in the game?
Yeah, he ran the ball, I think, 3 times.
For how many yards?
I think 4. I'm looking right now. He ran the ball 2 times for 3 yards. Robinson ran it.
I mean, that was a great call, bro.
That's incredible. I would have never even thought to look at that.
Fucking LeBron.
Oh shit.
How many times has he been to the free throw line tonight?
That
Probably
Barstool
4,000.
like promoted. The over 5.5 free throws was the easiest money ever. He's 11 for 14 at the line right now.
Wow.
And Davis has shot 12 free throws.
The best is like LeBron normally doesn't shoot that well from the free throw line, at least not at this point in his career.
He's never really been a good free throw shooter.
I think he had one decent. I gotta say one decent. I thought he had one year where he shot at least like 79, 80%. I don't know it. I just felt like it was a year where like everybody was like.
Was it one of the Miami years?
I just remember it was one of those years where it was like, wow, LeBron's really elevated his game, but dude still can't make free throws. And then he came out and shot like 80% from the line. Over a full season. Which 80% is not great, but like when you do everything he does, I guess it's all right.
This Denver team is scrappy, though.
I think they're one player away.
Offensively, they're so good. I don't watch enough NBA, but it just seems like their issues are really on the defensive side. Spread, you and Ty would know more.
Yeah,
I mean
that's
defense is definitely their liability.
But I mean, it's like, what are you going to do? Their 2 best scorers are like terrible defenders.
Yeah, they got to get a power forward in there that can really defend, which is like, I mean, who would you think, Spread? A guy that would just go out there and defend, not need to shoot the ball that much.
I mean, that's who they have in Millsap, right?
Yeah, but Millsap's not the tallest. He can't protect the rim. They need a rim protector.
Have a good one, Coco.
Later, Coco. Wow, this is a shit fest for us, Spread.
Yeah, I'm about to pull Twatty and log off. This is ridiculous. Plus, I have 4 hours of French Open podcasting to do tonight.
Oh, at least that sounds fun, Spread.
4 hours?
Well, I don't know if I'm gonna do both tonight. I think we'll do the women's tonight, but they'll probably be 2-hour pods each. I mean, because we go over each first round match, and that's 64 matches right there. So,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So if anyone's up, we'll be on a little later.
When does it start?
I told them when I jump off here.
No, the French Open.
Oh, on it's Sunday our time or Monday.
Yes, but we don't got to hold you up here. I mean, ultimately, this these last 30 seconds could be another 20 minutes.
Yeah, so I'm gonna jump off and start prepping for that. But
Yeah,
All
do
right,
your do your thing, and let's maybe chat a little bit too on it. 'Cause,
where
that should
can
be-
people find it?
yeah, where do people find the podcast, Brad?
so we'll be doing the podcast live on the Net Worth account. So we'll be broadcasting on the Periscope from there, and then if you're following us on Stitcher or whatever, I'll upload it to that right when we're done to Stitcher
right,
and iTunes. So should be fun. So
Have
all right,
fun.
thanks for having me on tonight, guys. I'll talk to you real soon.
Awesome.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Have fun,
Thanks,
Brad.
Brett.
Yeah, so Drex says 78%, 0809. Yeah, it makes sense. That makes sense.
They're still live here though to cover the 6.
It's there. I mean, they're down 6 with the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, you hope at this point you just need an easy basket, right? You don't need to go 3. This team, the Lakers team, doesn't have a lot of great free throw shooters.
Yeah.
I can't believe it though. All these missed opportunities on the glass for Denver on their defensive glass. That can't be the shot. Oh, what a bailout foul call, though. What was Denver? How was that the drawn-up play?
Amazing.
How was the drawn-up play a turnaround fadeaway for Jokic from 3 in the corner? How was this what you drew up? Like, how?
And the sad part is he hits those more often than he should.
And we'll take that bailout foul, though.
Yeah.
This is what I don't understand. I watch the games I watch in the NBA. It seems like it happens all the time. Like late in games, like do you see the coach there with the pad, right, drawing the X's, the moving the arrows around, and then you see the star player take the ball, dribble it for 20 seconds, and then just shoot a fadeaway 3.
Yeah.
How
They listen to the shit them coaches are saying, JJ. They're like, I'm going out there, I'm grabbing this ball, and I'm fucking dribbling it out, and I'm taking the last shot. There ain't nothing you can say about it.
Wild. I guess when I'm here, I can update this stuff.
Could you imagine trying to be Kobe's coach back in the day when you're trying to drop that play and he's like, yeah, grabs the ball, stands there for a minute, shoots it, makes it, just looks at your play. He's like, fuck your play.
I'll tell you, bro, the NBA is a fucking bear to handicap.
Oh, so I have so much respect.
It
for
flips
Fred
on
and
its
you
head
guys.
instantly at any moment.
I have so much respect. I could never. I fucking hate the NBA.
Yeah.
I hate it too, JJ. I fucking hate it too.
It's rough, man.
So after watching Tyler Hero go off, 2 more Kentucky guys go off tonight. AD 32, 4 and 3, and Jamal Murray 32, 3 and 8. Freddie says, well, guess what, y'all? Denver is down 3-1, and you know what that means.
Yeah, let's get this home for the boys.
Yeah, for sure. Jamal Murray, man, he put himself on the map. How many years could LeBron really have in the league left, you think?
2 more really good ones, and then 3 that are like, and he's just kind of there as a name. He'll go to that like more facilitator role, Jay. Like he'll just play point guard more. and not bang his body up down low going in for them layups and getting and ones. He'll strictly just pass the ball and shoot threes. He wants to play a year with his son.
That's for sure.
I think that'll be his last year. I think he'll play 1 year with him.
Is his kid's good enough to be an NBA player?
I mean, with those genes, he fucking better be.
Imagine growing up with that, though, your whole life.
Yeah, that would suck. That's why he didn't have social media until like last year. Like they just didn't let him have it.
Yeah, that can't be fun in any regard.
How old is he?
He's in high school now. I think he's a sophomore.
I think he's 2022 or 2023.
Have you recruited him yet, Max? Like, have you done a scouting report on him yet?
Well, he's your typical young fucking player. Has a three, wants to take it to the rim. I think obviously he's going to be highly recruited, but I don't know if he goes to college. I don't know if he goes to college at all.
Jump straight to the league.
Yeah, or just go to the G League. Yeah, because like this G League team that they have that they put together.
It's gonna fall right.
It's gonna be real interesting.
Yep, it's gonna be a push.
I can't imagine odds makers like that at all.
A push is better than a loss, though.
True that.
I know it sucks not to win, but it's also good not to lose.
What did that line open at?
6.
Oh,
At least
wow.
what I see. That can't be good because people bought 5.5 and bought 6.5 both ways.
Yeah. True. All right, boys. We're out of here. Joey will be on tomorrow with a UFC fighter. I think it's Mike Triziano. I want to say. I'm not sure. I have to talk to Joey. Saturday, we'll be on for subscribers all night betting the UFC. Sunday, we'll be on all day betting the UFC. I mean, the NFL. And then we'll be back here for a free show for a sick Monday night football game between the Ravens and the Chiefs. So for Max, Tyler, JJ, and myself, we'll see you guys tomorrow night and over the weekend. We're out.
Later, everybody.